Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Xanto's Voice here, and we are finally here with the official release of Trails Beyond the Horizon. I hope you guys are having a great day today. See, I'm keeping my promise. We're doing 2 games in 1 day. I know, it's gonna be hard for me, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Anyway, where we last left off, we had finally, we had finished the whole trial in the simulation. Something akin to like what the American Garden was over at the headquarters of Marduk. And after meeting with all the people who were going to be a part of it, being Rufus, Kevin, Reen, and the others, the gears are finally starting to turn for the world. But it does seem like Ouroboros is now finally going to actually get in the action. Because, I mean, let's be honest. What they had done before with the Oathbreaker, I honestly found kind of pointless. Like, look, I like that Oathbreaker was the one responsible for the creation of Armada. That was at least something, because it showed, like, yeah, they don't give a fuck. Like, as long as they get to their ultimate goal and complete the Grand Orpheus plan, nothing else matters. When you be prepared for more bullshit, but Escafai's the word teacher, never meandering plot. Probably be a story. Of course it is. But yo, what's up, Reen? But yeah, everyone seems to have at least some agenda for coming here. But again, I feel like the reason for everyone being gathered at Marduk is because not only do they have control of the area, but it's probably because they're already setting the stage in Calvard while they're gone. Because let's be honest, if Reen or Kevin, or hell even Rufus were there, still in the capital of Calvard, they would definitely find some things that are wrong and be able to piece things out pretty well. I mean, especially Kevin, considering he's always been like that kind of agent guy, and Reen with like his sixth sense, which is legit, by the way, unlike Van's stupid nose thing. At least Reen, like his mind's eye, that's what it was. He can actually try to think things for himself and actually piece it together. And even Rufus, considering how conniving of an asshole he was, back in Cold Steel, would be able to understand, oh, okay, from this position, what would I do in this kind of move? You know? So that's what I think the real reason was. It was to get everyone out of the way while they were setting a foundation. So it's like, oh, even if they try to stop us much later, we've already done all the prep. Now comes the real stuff. But yeah, we're going to continue right after the prologue happened. Finally head to the first chapter. We're going to do a couple hours of this, maybe 3 hours, because I have work right after. But yeah, now everyone's gone on their own ways. Van Ferry, Rosette, and Burgard wasted no time leaving Ord State to make haste for the capital. And again, I'm hoping we get new maps this time too, because we've been to the same place twice. I feel like by now we should at least be able to go to more. Because at least when it came to Cold Steel 3 and 4, we got some new places, but we also discovered more places that we didn't really go to in depth before, you know? So I would at least like to hope that's something that they'll do differently. Because otherwise, I'm going to just say it's going to be the same like Daybreak 2, where it's just they copy-paste almost everything. And again, at least we got some new characters, so it's not almost the same attacks all the damn time. Factoring in brakes and driver swaps, the trip back to Edith took 10 hours in total. Because also, the reason I say it was to make sure no one would figure it out is because they made sure everyone else who was busy, you know? Because Agnes had to do student council stuff. Judith probably on the next movie, if I'm remembering. And everyone else probably has Quattro with their studies, and Aaron with his performance thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's like they had to make sure that they wouldn't be able to like actually see stuff that's like that they normally would. Also, the Plutamon is the best Digimon line. Oh, true, yeah. Like, so many different forms, too. I like it. Especially with, like, different versions of it. Pretty sweet. Too bad I never really got to use them because, found our late night arrival at Old Town's famed bistro. They enjoyed a specialty dinner. Yeah. Can we move on to the actual thing, please? Like, do we really need a summary of their return trip back home? Like, what does it do for us? Act 1. Back to business. Let me just gonna give me some dumbass quest to do. I swear to God, if this is how we're gonna start, I'm gonna say it's stupid. Because at least let me start with main story stuff and then we can do quests. And also, just letting you guys know, I am having my breakfast right now while streaming. That's how I'm able to do all this, so yeah, just letting y'all know in advance.
Oh, いい風じゃねえか。
じゃあ風を通すのはいいが一言声をかけやがれっつうの。
これで勢ぞろいかしら。
たく夏場だっつうのにそんな革ジャン着てるからだろうが。
I mean, for once, Van actually has a point. And that's actually surprising.
それを言うならベルガルトじいさんだって同じだろ。
Yeah, but you don't hear him complaining about it.
これでも夏向けの素材なんだぜ。通気性もバッチリだしな。
Then why open the fucking window, you piece of crap?
防弾防塵素材も仕込んでるから 4SPG にももってこいだろうし。
Okay, I will at least say Aaron's fit at least is slightly better than the other one, in my opinion.
何よりこの生かしたコーディネート、俺様にぴったりだろうが。
Yeah. Keep hyping yourself up more. You still haven't got any, dumbass.
やれやれ、自分で言うかな。
だが確かにお主の佇まいには合っているな。
かっこいいです。もちろんカトルさんも素敵ですけど。
そうかな。自分だといつも黒っぽいのを選んじゃうんだけど、アニエスさんやジュディスさんの勧めもあって、ドローン制御用のヘッドセットも小型化できたから外してみたんだ。
豪邸熱放出効率も 30% アップ。
確かに一気に夏らしくなったし似合ってるんじゃねえか。
さすが私がコーディネートしただけはあるわね。
そういうジュディスさんこそセレブっぽいのにさりげない感じだよね。
ああ、さすがのセンスなのは認めるぜ。普段の知女っぷりからは納得しづれえ
が。だから誰が知女よ、誰が。たく。
Yeah, because, I mean, to be fair, at least when Risha did her jobs at the time, she wore a cloak over herself and a mask. So she at least made it harder to perceive who she actually was. I'm still honestly surprised how no one else, like, talks about who she really is. Like, come on. How have people not already put one and one together? What, is it just that, again, they downgraded the IQ of literally everyone? So that somehow Van's the one who can figure out when it's literally not that hard. Like, just put her in, like, Twin Towers or something, it's like, you can figure that out. Not that hard.
でも本当に素敵です。夏を先取りしているような爽やかさで。
And also, the other thing too is that Risha used a voice changer. I don't remember if it was like arts or some kind of a ability or something, but she did a good job at least trying to keep her identity a secret.
ありがとう。リゼットさんやフェリちゃんの夏服も素敵だけど、でもやっぱり真打ちはアニエスよね。ええ、私も同感です。あはは、おだてないでください。
You know, I will admit, yeah, Agnes definitely got some great drip.
確かに爽やかで可憐な装いだな。
そうだよな。If anything, I kind of like hers the best. Judith's isn't that bad too. It has a certain chic to it.
ありがとうございます。結局決めるのに散々迷ってしまって、ジュディスさんにフェリちゃん、レン先輩にオデットのお世話になっちゃいましたね。だってアニエスさん、何着ても似合っちゃってましたから。最後は自分で決めてたけど、改めてバッチリな組み合わせね。ほらほら、何か言うことないの、所長さん。
ったく、前のも良かったが、いい感じのコーディネートだと思うぜ。
Come on, fan. Dude, at least compliment her better.
さりげなく上品だが、生地もしっかりしてて、お前の雰囲気に合ってる。
ありがとうございます。嬉しいです。
おお、あの僕年人がきっちり褒めてんじゃねえか。
そろそろ学習したのかもね。ちょっと焼けるな。
バンさんの格好も改めて素敵ですね。もちろんフェリちゃんにリゼットさん、ジュディスさんにカトル君にアーロンさんも。昨日まで私だけ期末テストがあったので初めて見せてもらっちゃいましたけど。
ああ、そうだったな。その試験休みで全員集まれたわけだが、改めて新戦術の説明も含めて MK 方面で掴んだ情報を共有しておくぞ。
About fucking time, man. Like, there's already enough, like, glazing to go around. We don't need any more. Thank you. Because the game's probably gonna keep doing that for Van the whole game again.
宇宙計画であった動きから今後俺たちがどう動くべきかもな。
それじゃあ今日は午前と午後に分けて首都全域で 4SPG 対応をするんだ。
ああ、宇宙計画の第2段階が半月早まったのは各方面でも予想外のはずだ。
I mean, to be fair, it's not even that different from what we normally do, so I don't even know why we're saying we're changing tactics.
その混乱の余波はすぐにでも何らかの形で現れると踏んでいる。先月までの忙しさから考えてもな。
それは確かに。
あれは半端なかったな。
落ち着いていた共和国経済の再活性化がもたらす富の蓄積と集中、それを狙って国内外の犯罪組織がいろいろなところで動き始めたんですよね。
I swear to God, why do we always have to do it like this? Like, they make it seem like, oh yes, we're the only people who can do it. And I know they've made the braces like less significant over the course of the series. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you do have braces for this. Why the fuck are we doing their job? Why are we trying to be the good guy? We're supposed to be the gray area. Come on. And this goes back to a point Reading UEF made a couple streams ago. That, yeah, the only types of things we should deal with are the kinds where it's like, that's where like a morality will be challenged and where we haggle to try to get more of a bargain for the type of job. Or not a bargain, but a better reward or better compensation for what we're asked to do, especially if it definitely starts to be a bit murky behind the scenes, you know? So I really don't get why it's supposed to be like that. And I know people are gonna try to say, oh no, but it's because of all the people around Vander making him a better person. No, that is not true. The real thing is, it's been like this since the beginning. Like, even since the beginning where Agnes was there, he was still doing just petty-ass random jobs that were just thrown on the board that literally the guild could do. And it's not like all the time they're being called over and over for different jobs. Because if we at least saw that, that's one thing. But literally trying to make them seem lazy because we're doing potentially most of their work is just ridiculous, honestly. Like, I hate how they're kind of trying to like make that a thing. Because again, it ruins the reputation and the significance of bracers that Joshua and Estella built up. But also, again, we're supposed to be the guy in the middle. We're not supposed to be the good guys, but we're not ultimately the villains. Make up your mind.
悪徳業者や半グレ組織、闇ブローカーやフロント企業もね。宇宙計画、すごいインパクトだけど、あそこまで影響があるとは思わなかったわ。
Are you serious? Of course it was gonna be a big deal. It's space. Why wouldn't that be the case?
映画業界でも宇宙飛行士ものの企画が早速立ち上がっているみたいだし。
そうなんですか。確かにちょっと見てみたいですけど、あのエミリア少佐って人も今すっごく人気ですよね。それこそ剣の乙女に匹敵するくらいに。
ああ。
どう考えても僕たちが知ってるあの人だよね。
隠す気ねえだろってくらいにな。
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I could even tell just from when I saw her. I'm like, it has to be. There's literally no one else it could be. Especially if they're trying to make her significant now. Yeah, Hermes, right?
あのクーデターの時に軍人ってことは分かっちゃいたが。
I just only figured because of the jacket. Like, no one else wears that kind of jacket.
まさか軍の元エースパイロットで勲章までもらってる経歴だったとはな。
And to be fair, the kind of helmet you could wear would be, as a pilot potentially, could be similar to that of a motorcycle. And both are pretty high maintenance, but in their own way. So, it's not that hard to piece the two together.
加えて共和国空軍司令ダニエル・ハーリング大将閣下、共和国軍の実質的なトップともいえる方の娘さんですか。3年前の大戦、千の陽炎作戦の共和国軍側の責任者でもあったらしく、リベールのカシウス中将の総指揮を周りの反対を押し切って即決されたとか。
I mean, you'd have to. It's Cassius Bright, for crying out loud. How can you reject an S-rank bracer? And especially the guy who led the charge against the DNG.
それはすごいですね。他国の将官に総指揮を委ねるなんて。
You know, this isn't really that impressive when you start to, like, lay it out like that. Because first of all, you're saying he knew he wasn't capable, so gave it to someone else. And being part of Mil Mirage, in the end, Calvert didn't help us, okay? They did not help the crew in Erebonia solve the problem. Like, it was a small thing.
大統領の信頼も厚いと聞いています。
あの作戦に参加していた総兵長方面からもかなりの人物であるのは耳にしている。おそらく最前線のカシウス殿が敗れた後のゴ詰めとして控えていたのであろ
う。Please.
そんなメンツに CID、MK やイカルガも使った宇宙計画の目的が額面通りかどうか、そいつはわからねえが、俺たちには以前からの懸案でもあるネタがある。
4月にようやくすべて集まった8つの原型動力機、オクトゲネシス。
Now how does that connect?
そして
それを作った私の曽祖父であるC. エプスタイン博士が残した言葉ですね。
Right, that they could be used for some kind of disaster, so collect them all, right?
それとあの人の言葉も。
Wait, what? I honestly don't remember. It's been so long ago. Recover the Octogenesis before the year... Oh, right. We need a timeline. Else all that we know will come to an end. Oh.
今回の事件はあくまでイレギュラー。最後の一節が示すことじゃない。
But see, that's the thing that kind of annoys me. Because if it's an isolated incident, what was the fucking point? I mean, even if you say, like, you found to get the Octogenesis, it's like, again, the power scaling was so fucked up because they made this one Genesis more powerful than all the 7 that literally distorted the laws of reality. Like, come on. You can't say that one beat all. Even if the others were used to, like, unleash pandemonium. But still. So it's like, what was the point? If anything, in this one case, I would have been happy if they off-screen, like, oh, we just found it. Honestly. Because the way we found it was just such a waste of time. It made us look like complete dumbasses at every fucking turn. So we honestly didn't even need the second game, I think. I'm pretty sure we all would have been better off not.
そうでしたね。
そして今年は1209年。まだ5ヶ月以上残ってるんだよね。
Oh, so it was supposed to mean like 1210. Okay. But again, that's a pretty cryptic message. Who knows what the fuck that even means?
そう考えると、改めて気合を入れ直さなくちゃかな。
And that's the thing. If it says to recover them, why don't we just destroy it? You know? Because even if you say, oh, but they allowed us to go back in time to stop everything, the whole time travel thing and the whole incident only happened because the Genesis existed. And Almada's plans were only carried out because they had the Genesis. If we break them, or get rid of them, then they can't be used for evil. So I don't understand why we don't just do that now that we have all of them. Why do we think keeping them such a great idea? Especially when we get them taken from us over and over again. Like seriously, how many times have we gotten stolen from us? Like 2 times? 3 times? Like literally, and that's the other thing too. If it's like, oh, only certain people could use it or a certain affinity, that's one thing. But literally anyone can fucking use it. So it is better to just get rid of it. Because if only Agnes could use it, that'd be great. Then fine, we can keep it. But if literally anyone can unlock the abilities of them, better to get rid of it. They're just ticking time bombs at this point.
面倒だが、そっちも含めてまとめてケリをつけてやるとすっか。
皆さん。
いい気合だ。私としても戻ってきた甲斐がある。
ええ、改めてよろしく頼みます。そんじゃ午前と午後でどこを回るかをサクッと決めちまおう。一緒に回るメンツや留守番も含めて希望があれば。
はいはい、それじゃあ私は外回り組ね。先月も結局イベントなんかでほとんど手伝えなかったし。
いや、それは構わねえが。
そういえばジュディスさん、午前中に何かあるんじゃなかった？
え？
あ、ジュディス先輩、今どこにいらっしゃるんですか？そろそろ30分前ですし、事前の打ち合わせを始めないと。
え、ニナ、一体何の。やばー、ゴールデンレクイエムの感謝イベント。
先輩、まさかとは思いますけど。
忘れてないってば。ちょうど今出かけようとしてたところだし。 タイレル地区のシネマエスプリよね。
You know, for someone who's supposed to be this amazing, like, actress in the days, thief at the night, she's really not good at, like, keeping track of her double life, is she?
10分、いや15分で向かうから監督たちにはよろしく言っといてちょうだい。
もう先輩。
Like, seriously? Come on.
ごめん、午前中には終わるから午後に何としても合流させてもらうわ。それじゃあみんな気をつけてね。
Later.
たくまたばあさんにどやされるぞ。そういや先生も確か面識があるんでしたよね。
ドミニク殿か。昔から表と裏の事件で何度もな。話題のコラボ作品とやらにも裏方として協力しているようだが。
ええ、去年のヒット作同士のコラボ作品「ゴールデンレクイエム暁に吠えろ」4月に公開されてから未だに大ヒット御礼みたいですね。
私も2回見ちゃいましたし、大人気なのも納得です。
ええ、イベントなどで引く手あまたなのも仕方ないかと。
ま、おまぬけ女優はともかく、結局午前はどこを誰と回るんだ？
ああ、時間も惜しいしとっとと決めちまうぞ。
Oh, goody, I get to pick the team. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I'll leave Burgard out just because he's already level 8. So, and then later on I'll probably switch out Fairy. Or Quantra, I don't know, because Quantra and Rosette almost do the same thing. Except just slightly different, so yeah, I'll just leave it like this. Oh, I have a menu for it too. Oh yeah, I always did it. What am I talking about? I'm so stupid. Also, can we get rid of this law alignment, gray alignment, and chaos alignment? Like, again, it serves no point. Because again, in the first game, all it did was change things when we went to the Battle Royale. And that wasn't much, really. Like, if it at least let us fight as those people, like all of them, that'd be one thing. But when it only did for some and then the others were just mainly support, it's just like, oh, okay. And in the second game, it literally did nothing. At least to me, anyway. I don't know. Maybe it actually did do something, but I just don't remember. But, yeah. Anyway, oh, right. I'm gonna switch Faye for Rosette. I much prefer Rosette on the team. And I'll keep Aaron just because we need another attacker, but let me actually... There we go. Okay. I like that. Might as well check stuff. Let's check the radio. Check the news.
こんにちは。タイレル通信がお送りするニューストピックです。大統領府が主導するスターテイカー計画も大詰めを迎え、共和国各地でイベントやグッズ販売も大盛況です。航空宇宙軍も PR 活動の一環として捉えており、エミリア・ハーリング少佐も全面的に協力していくと発表しました。
All right. Not much. Oh, right. I don't know if you guys remembered, but I was talking about, like, oh, how come they don't travel by the sea to check stuff out on the other side that they said they wanted to see since they couldn't see it on land, you know? If it's so dangerous. And I was like, what if that somehow connects to, like, what happened to Chloe's parents? Because I think I said something along the lines of, where exactly did the incident happen, right? Because it said it was Siege Hope. I was like, I highly doubt it would have been in Valeria Lake, where they should have more control over the situation. And it's not like you could take voyage on water from Liberl to somewhere else. It doesn't really connect. So it's like, where could it go? So it's like, maybe that's the case. It's like, when they tried to leave the continent of Zemuria, something happened. I wonder if maybe somehow we'll find something that maybe is like an indication of that. Again, maybe not. Maybe it's just something I don't need to care about, but hey, it'd be cool if somehow it actually tied to it, you know? Because I would love to see Chloe back in action. Because we had her as like a little cameo in Cold Steel 4, and that was about it. We didn't get anything else. I'm like, damn. Would love to see Chloe do stuff again. Especially since we had almost all the old Liberl gang help us back then. Like, we had Joshua, Estelle, Ren, Agate, Tita. I don't think Zin helped us at that time. But we at least had Shara for like a thing with Olivier in a Reverie. So it's like, damn, the only one who got really left out for the most part was Chloe.
俺も最近は早起き頑張ってただろ。わ、
ファンたち、おはよ
う。おはよう、夢坊。今日も熱心だな。観察も順調みたいじゃねえか。
うん。日曜学校の自由研究はバッチリ。見て見て、アニエスちゃん。ひな、大きくなったと思わない？
本当ですね。生まれたてはあんなに小さかったのに。
1ヶ月ちょっと前に巣作りし始めて、本当にあっという間でしたよね。
そろそろ巣立ちの日は近そうだけど、今年はちょっと遅れてるみたいだね。
ママにも聞いたけど、本当にそのうちお引っ越ししちゃうんだね。
なんだかんだモンマルトの期間限定名物みたいになってたからな。今のうちにしっかり観察しとくといい。うん、
ちょっと寂しいけど、その分思い出をいっぱい作ればいいよね。
夢。本当に大きくなったな。おじいちゃんは。
The fuck are you talking about, old man? You see her every day at the shop. Stop acting like you've never seen her since like 10 years or something.
もうお父さん、朝っぱらから。おはようばあさんたち。もう出かけるのね。そういえばさっきジュディスさんが一人で慌てて出て行ったみたいだけど。
ああ、そっちはいつものポンコツ案件だから気にすんな。
今朝は朝食のご用意ありがとうございました。いつも通り大変美味しかったです。
いいってことよ。今日の活動もせいぜい頑張ってきな。バン、他のタナコたちも勢ぞろいしたからって気を抜いた仕事をするんじゃねえぞ。
Hey, shut up. I saved your ass as well as everyone else's ass in the fucking capital many times, and I don't get a fucking thank you or a paycheck. So shut the fuck up, old man.
甘いもんばっか食ってねえで自炊もしやがれ。なんつったって体が資本だからな。
Honestly, that's the one thing I have to agree with Victor on. Vance, stop it with the sweets. It's getting old.
へいへい、言われなくても分かってるっての。
私たちも気をつけます。それじゃあゆめちゃん、行ってきますね。いってらっしゃい。
Sorry about that. Just checking something real quick. Right. I guess I should check the shops.
またキャンディーかい。
Oh, I guess some. Okay. I just only get the Tyrell times for now. I don't think I need to buy any heals right now because I should still have a decent amount. Yeah, okay. I have a decent amount from last time. So. I'm good. Guess I should get it from the shop here. Let's see what they got. Hashed beef. Okay. I will at least buy or make this. Because I at least have enough to make it. Okay. What does she have? Oh, okay. She does actually have something else. Okay.
今日も頑張ってね。
了解です。
Yeah, I gotta say, I especially like where Agnes with the long hair in the back with the ribbon. Really gets that fresh run. Okay, what does the cookie do again? Oh, just cure ailment. I'll take one. Because I'll probably need it.
参ります。
そういや、そこのシェアハウスに新しい入居者が入ったみたいだな。
せっかくですし、挨拶していきましょうか。
My bad. What? Wait, I didn't see who was talking. Damn it. Oh, okay. You from a local business, maybe? Oh, right. Some sort of problem-solving office on the second floor of Montmartre, correct? With a few shifty quotation marks around problem, but that's the one. Just always swing by and welcome you to the area, even though I'm not really shifty. You've already heard of us, though. Pretty much everyone in Old Town calls you their go-to people in a pinch. Well, that's nice of them to say. We only just settled in, but this neighborhood has a really cozy atmosphere. Makes us feel a lot less homesick for Baum than we would have been otherwise. The city of Baum, to the northeast of the capital. You can call it a city, but the railway doesn't go there, so it's got a real boonies vibe to it. And that's why born and raised Baumites moved into the share house together. Yep. Luke and I have been friends since we were little kids, so... Wait, look at the time. Oh, got something on your plate? My part-time job, actually. Running behind schedule. It's all your fault for not waking me up on time, Luke. And not yours, Jenny, for staying out so late. Besides, who do you think I am? Your mother? I mean, we are basically family at this point. They certainly seem close. Yeah, and in a rush. Let's just mosey on out of the way. Watch, they're gonna be major parts of the story somehow. Either that or there was no point to it at all. Which could also be the case. 5 CP? Really? Y'all think I'm... Actually, nah, I possibly could be that desperate. Okay, so we have these 3. Okay. What about the board? The public bathhouse Laguna is unbelievably filthy. The rooms haven't been properly sanitized and they don't change out the water much at all. But the worst part is that everyone in the sauna, it's a mess. What the? This can't be right. Laguna's the furthest thing from filthy. Van, what do you make of this? Speaking as a regular, I can say with confidence the person reporting this is serving a big old slice of bullshit. Who in the world would post this and why? Some people may very well take their words as the truth. You want to look into it? Of course. There's no way I can let someone like this slide. Really? We're dealing with the bathhouse? Nothing connected to at least like a government job or something? Come on. Okay, it's just the same thing. Okay, I thought it was saying like there's another one. Oh. Alright, I forgot there's this kind of thing. Oh, that whole story. As a matter of fact, I'm actually something of an eyewitness to it. See, I was there spying from the shadows when the culprit pulled one of those postings late last night. You were? Yes. I was too afraid to get a good look at his face. But I can say for a fact that it was that green-haired man. And when he passed me by, I distinctly caught the scent of citrus on him. A green-haired man who smelled of citrus? There are some good leads. Appreciate you sharing, ma'am. Oh, please, think nothing of it. Alright. Doesn't seem important. Oh, I guess just...
ちょっと失礼します。
Yeah, I'm like, why is it still saying stuff? Oh, probably because I haven't talked to other people about it yet. Let me go talk to the others first. Oh, the lady at the store. Oh, I've heard talk about that posting. What a complete little crock. Good to know we're on the same page with this. It's a given for any of us here in Old Town. A customer of mine said it got their goats so fierce that they tore it down in a fit of disgust. But then a new one got put up in its place, dealing with a tenacious little backbiter. The current posting isn't the first in that case. Is there anything else you can tell us? I already shared all I know, I'm afraid. You happen to find the culprit? Break him over the coals for me, will ya? Sure. Alright, Rebecca. Take care. Just trying to get too lost out there, okay? Got it. I'll do my best. Rebecca, you turn her shut and going out all on her own? It is a million mirror sight. Van, and the rest of Arkride Solutions. Is this part of rehabilitation you mentioned before? Yeah, luckily she's been growing more comfortable with stepping out of her cave, one wrench at a time. But her nerves have still got the best of her, so I figured she might have an easier go if we made it a work thing. Introducing our brand new on-site repair service, run by yours truly. As long as I focus on the mechanical side of stuff, yeah, I'll survive. Sounds like an uphill climb, and I respect the enthusiasm. Wish you luck, Rebecca. Shoot, hold on a sec. You guys have business here today? Dad's back from home now, so really put him to the grindstone, okay? Roger that. Yo, Finlandkov, how's business? Ah, perfectly well and good, thanks to Chris. Becca's become much more proactive as well. Gets a father all misty-eyed, it does. Saw her moving in must have sparked a change of heart in her somehow. Just goes to show, you can never tell what bonds people may form or where they might lead. You say that again. All the more when you consider how close the residents of Old Town are with each other. Hear, hear. It's my hope that everyone will continue to look out for one another. Though personally, I'm eager to set off on my next journey to the sweep. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, can ya? Well, for the time being, I plan on watching over the kids as they tackle their new challenges. I'll also be manning our establishment's workshop, so if there's anything you need, just simply say the word. Okay, yeah, I know how this works. Don't gotta tell me. Alright, let's see what you got. Okay, we got attack, break, shield, HP. Okay, yeah, so all the same basic stuff. What about items to buy? Oh shit, I didn't actually check what to buy. Oh, okay, just EB charges again. Oh, I can make Celestial Bombs. Right, the bargain bin. I forget how this actually works. Okay.
また何でも言ってくれよ。
メンテナンスモードに移行したわよ。メンテナンスモードに
Okay, I'll make an EP cut.
おめ
Strike.
お姉さんがサポートするわ。
Wait, I'm trying to figure out what I want. Okay, so wind and earth, maybe. But no, actually, water and mirage because Heavenly Fortune, so. Maybe I'll get a mirage. Oh, yeah, EP. So, okay, I'll make an EP1. Strike. Okay, I think I know what I want. So, give me an EP cut. Give me a. Wait, we don't have. Oh, wait, no, is EP something? Oh, right, EP's Earth. Why do I keep forgetting? It's a different thing. What did I say? Oh, right, break. I guess mine. Oh, wait, no, let me check if I have mine. I probably do. So, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I still had EP cut. Okay. Put break. Then. Okay, let me switch defense then. Because I actually want to put EP instead. Oh, but I go down defense a lot though. Nah, but I need the EP though, so. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, okay, right. I guess I can open some of this. Let's go with the bottom row for EX. Because that's pretty cheap. At least for now. Let's go with the defense one. Okay. Next we'll need, well, this one 80 for win, so that's good. Water, I don't have too much of that unfortunately, so 160, damn. I'll go for arts for this one. Okay, I think that's good. I think we at least get one extra one. Let me actually put extra stuff in. Let's see, what can I get? Authentic Force. Ooh, I might actually want that. Okay, so I need water and space. Oh, I don't have another hit. Or I guess I can. Wait, what do I need for this? Oh, okay. But I probably want. Do I want Crisis Force or would I want the Heavenly Fortune stuff again? I don't know. Maybe Heavenly Fortune actually. Because to be fair, Crisis Force is also a good thing to have. But do I need all these like big stat stuff now? That's why it's like I'm not sure. You know what? Let me actually switch that. But wait, I don't need impede though. You know what? Let's put impede because at least Razette has some physical attacks. Oh, she already has mind here. Damn it. Okay, shit. I guess, yeah, I'll make it impede then. Again, this may not be the best of what I should be doing, but I'm trying to figure something out. See, impede, mind, EP cut. And I know I could just wait to make EP cut for this, but probably just do it like that. Yeah, evade. That's definitely going here. Next, what can I get here? Revenging Arts. I need fire. Okay. So then I could put... Oh, right, I already used break, so... I can make another break. Still cost that much. Just trying to think about how I want my team to be at the end. Okay. Wait, what's he still got? Oh, trading, right? Yeah, okay. I forgot, I have to, like, enlist these two. Oh, right, I forgot I can exchange because I have U material. 6? I need 6? That's hella expensive, bro. Whatever. Should I figure something out?
昨日は遅くなってシャワーで済ませちまったんだよな。よーし、景気づけに整っていくか。
朝っぱらから好きだねバンさん。
さて
さて
Alright, I guess we'll just chat with the people here. Oh, Van, funny meeting you here. I guess this is your home turf though, huh? Totally slipped our minds. Well, if it ain't the street racers. Every day we wanted to run to you two around here. Yes, long time no see. Ever since you told me about this bathhouse, I've been ready to drop by. Sound like just a thing to loosen my body up. Or loosen my body up, so I tagged along. I have to say, it's pretty darn nice. Oh, we gotta convert. Take it from me. The best part about this place is the sauna. And there he goes again. But let him be. I'm sure he's beside himself having people he can share two hobbies at once with. Alright, let's... Oh, right, talk about the topic.
ちょっといいか。
Huh? Someone actually posted that on the old town bulletin board? But the baths here are great. Man, talk about obnoxious. You can say that again. So you have any different input? Or is it just more or less the same? Okay, yeah. Guess we're asking this all the time. Boy, though, what a pain in the keister. This whole project has had us rushed off our feet. How long's it been since we last had to scurry about collecting intel like this? Especially you, Huck. Yes, well, when duty calls, we can't deny it. Not after that pin-up mag launched in the spring. You're right to name it pretty. Every issue's chock full of... Oh my god. Here I thought you were talking about the space program. These fossils never change. Well, if it isn't Van and Aaron. Care to join in on the action? I'll pass. Besides, aren't you supposed to be busy with your real job? Well, sure. But everybody needs a breather now and again. Now, if Miss Amelia were around, that would get my motors revved up. That sure is one faraway look in his eyes. It's hard to believe he's actually a super famous investor. True enough. So I get the sense he's just looking for some escapism.
少々よろしいですか?
Ah, the posting. I'll tell you what, little Anya's got my deepest sympathies. There's not a soul around who could read all that and feel uplifted. Any regular can tell it's nothing but hogwash, though. An absolute nuisance is what it is. So yeah, it's like no one's buying it, but it's like, what do they expect to get from this?
ちょっといいか。
Oh, I believe I've seen you here more than a few occasions. Likewise. So, mind if I ask you something as a fellow regular? About the bulletin board posting. I saw it, yes. We're just nonsense, word after word. Incidentally, are you aware of the recent influx of troublesome bathgoers at this establishment? Yes, we were going to ask you about them as well. I must have been born under an unlucky star with how many encounters I've already had with their sort. Some come in groups chattering loudly, while others bring their towels into the hot bath. There are even those who enter the sauna room without wiping themselves down, or who leave their used razors behind. For real? That's just nasty. Mere bandwagoners jumping in on the sauna craze, every last one. Most of them were youngsters, frivolous sort by my reckoning. That mind, I'm willing to bet that one of those vexatious guests is the culprit behind all this thing. Vexatious guest, you say? Is there any specific reason? Isn't it obvious? The inconvenience they cause others is of no consequence to them. Anyone so egotistical to the core would have no issue spreading that trick for kicks. It's exactly why I hate the gaudy, garish youth. Whoa, narrow-minded much? Do you have any evidence to back this claim? Only my suspicions. Sounds though I intend unfairly to culprit out. At any rate, this entire topic is irking me through talking about it. He kinda rubs me the wrong way. Those ratty bathgoers must have really offended him. By the way, is anyone else picking up a faint scent? Must be either the shampoo or the body soap he uses. Yeah, because I was gonna say it's like, isn't that just pinning the blame on someone else? Because again, it's like, even if they're messing with it, why would they have to go around and try to sabotage the place? Because they're still coming and making trouble, right? So then what's the point? What does it do for them?
ちょっといいですか?
Huh? This place is unsanitary? Nah, that's just what some BS post on the bulletin board said. Sounds like this is your first time hearing about it. Yeah. Otherwise I might not come here at all. Good to know it's just a smear campaign. Good morning. Oh, it's Van in the game. Sure love your morning baths, huh? Heh. No better way to start my day than a quick hop into the sauna before the crowds come in. That right there is the trick to a good work shift. Well, I won't deny that the baths here feel great. Definitely. And those Rumorfarian steam rooms you have. Loyalists, I think they're called? I'm totally hooked on them too now. My grandparents also came from up there, so ours are the real deal. We probably owe our recent popularity to that mural though. Kisara painted it, right? You can almost feel it jumping off the wall. Her art on display at Armis Academy's festival was much the same. She truly does abound with talent. She's been kinda busy since enrolling in Armis. Still pops by every now and then. I should let her in for free as an extra tip. She's from up in Northumbria herself, yeah? I'd already be familiar with Lolis then. Either way, it's good to know she's starting to come out of her shell. We appreciate you helping to make her feel welcome here. No prob. She might be 2 years older, but I'd say we're pretty close friends. Oh, right. Yes, I remember. She was that girl who, kinda like snuck into a Calvert, right? And was almost about to be taken away for something else, but then we helped her out.
ちょっと失礼します。
That bunch of baloney. They got a lot of nerve calling us unsanitary. So you guys are always at the top of cleaning then. The way I hear it, some bathhouses totally skimp on that front. That's why we're making a point to keep our facilities so spotless you can eat off of them. Don't actually try it though. We'll have a different problem. No worries. I know firsthand how spick and span this place is. So, has that posting hurt any customer traffic at all? So far, not a bit. If anything, we got more business than ever. At the end of the day, saunas are all the rage right now. Almost as much as outer space is. I do get the impression that they've often been featured in magazines and such recently. Oh, we got a sauna junkie in the flesh here. Tell me about it. Don't go egging on him, Anya. The term is enthusiast, thanks. Well, back on topic, we've been getting a lot of first-timers lately. They'll talk as loud as they want, enter the sauna room without washing off. And that's just the beginning. Etiquette challenge people like that tend to stick out, I guess. If someone tried that crap in front of me, they'd get an earful and then some. But anyway, thanks for the info. Maybe that's the point, right? The lie is to make it so people don't come in. So then they can have it the way they want it to, right? Because recently people have been all about the craze. Oh, I can only present like one of them. Okay. Oh, but I can try to talk about the ill-mannered customers with some of the other people. Okay. Maybe this woman would know something about it. Still? Oh no, I guess just the people already there, I guess. Yeah, that would probably make a lot more sense. Yeah, there we go. It does feel like there's been an upturn in poorly mannered bathgoers. Can't even relax with folks like them around. If anything, gets your blood boiling. From that perspective, the culprit might actually be one of us regulars. That's so. It's definitely a possibility. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's like maybe it was to turn away all those people. What stood out to me was Hugs. He said the culprit might be a regular. And someone else speculated that it was the work of a vexatious guest. Oh right. Didn't we get a description of the person who put up that post? Yes. A green-haired man who gave out the scent of citrus. Well, well. This has turned out to be a pretty damn good warm-up case. Hey Agnes, you worked out who the culprit is? Yes. I'm fairly certain it's the green-haired regular we spoke to earlier. His features match the eyewitness report. The citrus scent is a dead giveaway. Yep, and he's got a motive for it too. Right, those thick-head bathgoers grinding his gears like nobody's business. Guess he thought the dabbers would stay away if he made the bathhouse's rap go down the shitter. Then he could enjoy the bathhouse in peace. Yeah, I mean, it's that obvious. If it's not to ruin the reputation, like, to the business itself, then it's to ruin the chance of others coming into the business. I mean, establishment. I knew something was up when he tried pinning the blame on other guests. In any event, I don't think there's any room for doubt now. He must be our perpetrator. So shall we speak to the man in question again? Yep, let's bring this case to a close. I mean, really, it's not that hard.
こいつはどうだ?
You can't be serious. You would accuse me of putting up that post. I demand to see your proof. Well, afraid we've only got circumstantial evidence. But you really want to see it that bad, we can go grab it. Just know that if we go down that road, there'll be no avoiding getting the police involved. You don't want things to escalate to that point. I would strongly suggest you confess. Right now. Nice. Got his ass. You're so cool, Agnes. So, what'll it be? I admit it. I can't believe it. That was all you're doing? Yes. The little time I got to spend at Laguna Bass each day was precious to me. That being said, I fully understand what I did was a crime, so I'll turn myself into the police. You do good with that outcome? Honestly, I really don't think we need to make a mountain out of a molehill. In fact, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, to be fair, and again, I'm not saying what he did was the right thing. He didn't actually break the law. Right? Is that? I don't know. I don't really know too much about the law or anything like that to really say for sure. But it's like, it's not like he damaged the... To be fair, it's not like what he did really did any damage to the business. If anything, like they said, they still got a lot of business. It didn't do anything. It's not like he directly affected the bathhouse, like through like vandalizing or something like that. So he could have done worse. Also, we kind of been letting Batman and guests have their run of the place, admittedly. As such, we won't say a word to the police. Still, letting him off the hook entirely doesn't feel right either. Can't say I disagree. What do you think, Agnes? Curious about your thoughts, seeing as you were the MVP in this case. You think? Pretty sure everyone else worked out the answer too, though. Well, let's see. What should his punishment be? Banned from premise? Well, I mean, that's for the chaos, but I'm trying to think, like, how would I handle it? Because if Van's not going to try to think about the punishments and stuff, then I will. Performing cleaning duty. I don't know, because if he does that, it's like you're basically like allowing you're basically allowing the people to continue being messy, and he's just gonna clean it up. Banned from the premises? Nah, that's definitely too far. Handing out flyers, because it's like, in the end, he'll still do something for the business, and if he turned people away because of what he did, then at least he can potentially bring those people back. So I'm gonna say hand out flyers. I think that's the best way to go about it, because again, he didn't really do anything that actually hurt the business that much. Since you spread that horrible mistruth about Laguna being filthy, it It's only fitting that you counteract its effects by sharing a whole lot of positive word of mouth. For example, you can hand out flyers in front of the stations. Why don't you do this for about 1 month, let's say? Well, flyers! That's a great idea. How do you feel about that? Of course! I'd be happy to hand them out. Look at you go, Agnes. You showed excellent judgment. Honestly, I was just channeling what Van might have said. No, he would not have said that. What matters is that we've reached a good point of compromise. Yeah, because again, it's like, he didn't do anything to hurt others. If that was the case, then you could start to get a bit more in the gray. Like in that case, then I would say clean. Wait, was that the gray option? Huh, I thought that was the good option. Because I thought performing cleaning duty would be more in the gray because, again, he'd be cleaning up after those ill-mannered guests. But that's just me. Okay, that's it for Old Town. Never catch a little whiff of something, though. Ah well, so gotta drop by Station Street in the center of March. This morning. Might as well poke our heads at Station Street, Guild, while we're at it. Maybe the police station over at Staten too. Would've been nice if I could just ask him about the space program. But he's probably neck deep in his work on it. He's not decided for talking to anybody else that's connected to it. Alright. Okay, how do I do this again? Oh, right, this. Alright, give me a sec, I'll be right back. Switchblade, hey Yuki, what's going on? Good to see you here. Hope you have a good day today. Sorry I'm not really doing the story at the moment. I'm just having a bit more of my breakfast and then I'll continue. Because it's still like pretty early in the morning for me. But yeah, how are you doing, Yuki? Alright, I'm back. Sorry. You okay? How are you, Twitchway? You're doing good. I actually woke up on time this morning, so I finally saw Trails Beyond the Horizon. And then I'm gonna do Wuthering Waves later today. Anyway, Station Street's even more bustling than usual. Yep, you can really feel the energy in the air. It seems that enthusiasm has only been building in response to Project Startaker. The reality of it all finally clicked once the second launch was moved forward. Yep, it's party hardy mode out here. We didn't drag ourselves over to restate the obvious, did we, Van? Right. Something about this makes my nose twitch. First step is to get a feel of the situation. You know the drill by now. Swap intel with the guild and hit up the other establishments in the area. Department store gun shops a definite must for one. It may be a good idea to speak with any other people we're familiar with as well. Yes, getting a grasp on how they each are adapting to their present conditions would only be to our benefit. Okay then, let's give the place a quick sweep. Can now send gifts. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably because I can buy gifts somewhere. Well, first I'm gonna check the bulletin board. I took a shady part-time delivery job and now I'm in trouble. I was blinded by the high pay, and once I got the mirror, my personal info was stolen. Another one of this? We dealt with this before already. Like, someone got into a job that they shouldn't have tried to, and then it's like they lost their money or something. Shady part-time delivery job. Sounds like what I do. When I think of clandestine delivery persons, she is the one who always springs to mind. Personally, I don't think she has anything to do with this 4SPG. At least I hope she doesn't. Well, whatever the case, there's been a lot happening behind the scenes lately that I classify as concerning. Might be worth looking into and hearing what our prospective client has to say. Maybe someone tried to take the position, right? Because since Hermes is busy with the whole space thing, someone else is gonna have to be the delivery one. A delivery person. If I had to make a guess. Anyway, let's check out the stores. Also, might as well see if there's any gifts I can buy. Okay. Just get this stuff. But hey, at least I'm also finally doing this on the day it's actually out. Ooh. Ooh, this boasts a lot of resistance. Oh wait, I already have it. Yo, why the fuck does everyone else have it? Why doesn't Van have it? The fuck? Y'all suck. You got it for yourselves, but you didn't get anything from me? Come on, I'm your boss, aren't I? Give it to Van. Give it to Fairy. Yo, give it to both of them. Let's see. Okay, now let's sell all these, since no one's gonna wear them. Okay, I want to stream today inside my lap. Take the repair. Ah, okay. But hey, that's smart though. You're putting it for maintenance. It's always good to make sure. Because again, that kind of stuff will come to bite you later. So glad you're at least making sure that it's like, you're making sure you're always optimal to stream. Or I mean that the laptop is. Because also it's like, you might as well just take a day out just to have the day off, you know? Sometimes sometimes it'd be like that. Definitely had that for a while, early in the week.
春先に発売された動力スクーターの展示会か。
ちょっと興味があるんですよね。なかなか可愛いですし。
Oh right, yeah, they did talk about that with like Crow, right? In the prologue. Alright, let's check the gun shop. Oh hey there, Spriggan. Heard you took a trip to Marduk HQ. Guess you came back here in a huff because of the second launch yesterday. You guess right. There's a lot going on in the capital by the sound of things. That's putting it mildly. It's like the whole world's flipped upside down, both front stage and backstage. Wonder if that's what the government was aiming for from the word go. Surely that's not the case. I I mean, this is President Silver Fox we're talking about here. Throwing everyone for a loop is what he does. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you notice anything weird going on? Well, I hear the military's been holding a bunch of exercises. Not just the Baratier Air Base. Don't know much more than that, though. Gotcha. What are they doing those because of the incident in the spring? Maybe they're related to the space program. I think we'll need more information before we can come to a definitive conclusion. Oh no, right, yeah, because there was that attack at that one military base. When it all started in Daybreak 2. Well, if I pick up on anything else, I'll let you know. Careful out there, you guys. Usual, you got any weapons needs? You know where to find me. Yep.
どれも一級品だぜ。
Ooh, okay. Right, we have these, but I don't really need them for anyone right now. Gunner's belt. Ooh, strength and crit? I'll take one. I won't put it on anyone yet, I'll just have it as an option. Alright, let me sell all this because I will need it. Alright, the customized stuff, right? Okay, up by 20 points, but I don't think I need it yet. Oh, she also have a quest? By the way, did I see there was a big management shakeup at Zect Arms after that incident in the spring? Oh, right. Yeah, because that crazy bitch of a scientist, or researcher. Yeah, I did, but I don't know any of the specifics. You able to shed light on said shakeup? Wish I could. Afraid I'm just as in the dark about that as you, though. What I did hear is that after the restructuring, a bunch of their parts started popping up all over the black market. We're talking everything from outmoded weapons to prototypes that never made it into production. That sounds very bad. True, but it sounds super cool too. I presume some have ended up on the shelves of the Blacklight District's vendors. Definitely. And there are rumblings that one part also made its way into the hands of an ostensibly front-facing seller too. Sounds like they have contacts in the criminal underworld. So who knows what they're planning to do with it. Well, that's about all I got. If you want to know more, you have to dig into it on your own. Oh, one more thing. The part they got is a high-spec prototype. It's an invention that Rosalie woman made by mistake. Rosalie? The chief developer at Zect Arms who was acting behind the scenes during the spring. I thought she had been arrested, though. Yeah. Then she was released on bail. She fled the country after that. Really? They let her go? You shouldn't have given her bail. She was giving out weapons out in the open. Come on, people. Haven't heard anything about her since. Well, next time she tries to do something, they better arrest her ass and keep her in jail. The fact the old biddy actually made it out is shady as hell. I don't really where her tails between like is where she's good at, but still, that's what I'm saying. Maybe someone wanted her, like they wanted her tech? Because I mean, to be fair, her tech was kind of tough to deal with. Regardless, if we do manage to get our hands on that weapon, it could prove to be useful in fights. Fair point. In that case, might be worth keeping an eye out for it. Though that requires working out the identity of the seller who got one foot in the light and the other in the dark. We got Deadly Squad on that lead front. Wait, there is that person who helped with Yoon's bike. There's one place that has a connection to both sides. His hardware store. It's got a pretty wide spread of goods too. Just couldn't hurt to drop by. Oh, a topic quest. Okay, that's new. Oh, did I miss a store? I thought I got all of them. Was there another floor? No. Oh, the stand, right. I forgot, that's also one. Here's ailments. Seriously, what's the point? These are barely any different. They all just restore from ailments. What's that gonna do for me? Like, I do get ailments in the game, but if you make almost all the same thing but just different HPs, then why would I want it? And they can all basically do the same ass thing. Guess today's stream will mainly just be exploring. Alright, this stuff. Just gotta check here. Ooh, goody, we got the plugins again. It's not the same old stuff. Oh, but he did. Do y'all not have the other stuff yet? Lotus pods. Okay. Wait, what is it? High performance points. Oh, okay, they're earbuds. Oh, okay, so they're just basically AirPods. Now I'll just buy it. So they don't have the other stuff yet, though. Okay. I'll buy Tellus, because we always need Tellus. What else should I get? I guess Breath, because we will need heals. Crest stuff. Okay, I'll get Crest. I'll get Tear as well. I need the recovery stuff, because that's the most important. Okay. Can't afford to spend everything, so I think that's all I'll spend for now. Is there anything else on the top? I don't remember. Okay, no, there isn't.
Hi.
Let's see what more info the guild's gonna give us for free. I swear, they give us everything for free.
あら噂をすれば相変わらずタイミングいいね。
よう、アークライドたち。久しぶりに勢揃いみたいじゃないか。
Yeah, well, minus Master and Junior at the moment anyway. See, you decided to drop by too, Ren. Going by the uniform, I'm guessing you're planning to pay a visit to Armis later?
あなたたちに引き継いだとはいえ、残務もちょっとだけ任せちゃったしね。帰国するまでにアルベール君をできる限りはフォローするつもりよ。
Right, because in the end, Ren's their senior, right? And so why she also has to hand the reins of the student council? You guys are gonna have it rough when she's gone. You're the super schoolgirl to leave supersized shoes to fill. Dude, what do you mean? I mean, that is the truth, but this game has made Ren feel kind of pointless. And I hate that. I love Ren. You're heading back to Liberal after the first semester is over, right? We're gonna miss you lots.
ありがとう。と言っても、1年間だった交換留学を3ヶ月以上延長しちゃってるんだけど。それもあって、ギルドの方にも改めて顔を出してもらった感じかな。例の計画が前倒しになったことで、技術連盟方面も影響があるみたいだし。
Wondered if that was the case. Oh, by the way, Elena right now? She's in the middle of handling a request at the moment. You can well imagine things have been rather hectic since yesterday.
そういや、MK の本社に行ったそうだな。お互い近況報告と行こうじゃないか。
Damn it. Learned in with the sender intel, walk right into the bear's trap. Go us. See, that's how it always is, every time. We always think we're outsmarting people, but it's like, no, it's not that hard. Well, at least now we can cut to the chase without pretext. FYI, you're expecting us to go spill on all our beans? You're gonna walk away disappointed. Wait, hold up, Clauso. Your friends were at Marduk with us. Did they not tell you all about it? Yeah, some of the best characters in the game. Bull fucking shit. Okay, so you guys are slammed, but not because of any activity from criminal organizations, foreign or otherwise. I got that right? That's the gist, yeah. we see no signs of mafia movement. Not from the likes of the Delore family or any of the random Edith gangs. And there hasn't even been so much as a peep about groups like the Scorpions of Zahad or Zect Arms. Now that Heiwa's got their crap together, I bet they've got the underworld more under their thumb than ever. But I don't think that's all there is to it. Even the CID's been taking a catnap, seems like. For real? You're right about Heiwa being stronger than ever, thanks to the Liu and Lee families working hand in glove. Oh, right, yeah, with the establishment of the new seats. Could the CID's inactivity be part and due to the space program? I suppose that's possible. They've primarily been working to defend the project, so they may well have elected to narrow their focus. Perhaps to prevent a crisis on the level of what Armada did last year. Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, they knew what was gonna happen, and they still failed. So it's like, what difference is it gonna change now? It's not like they have anything different. It's not like they buffed up the security, or they have new clientele or something. I mean, if it was like, when Osborn hired, the Red Constellation at the conference in Crossbelt, that'd be different. It doesn't seem like that. Right, the nuke. The stupid nuke that somehow only works when slashed with a certain sword. They probably still have what happened in March on the brain too. Especially because of the coup d'etat. Even if it didn't actually happen. I'm sure they're willing to go whatever lengths to lead or to remove any and all obstacles that might stand in the way of the space program. But that's the thing, right? Because again, it's all because of the freaking Genesis. So I'm kind of surprised no one's doing anything about it, right? Because again, it's been the problem the whole time. If it wasn't for the Genesis, Armada would never have made it that far with their plans. If they never had the Genesis, they wouldn't have made the nuke. If they didn't have the Genesis, the whole incident in Trails to Daybreak 2 never would have happened. So why is everyone just leaving it alone? Like, I get it's the Agnes's grandfather's secret project or something, but still, if there's a chance someone will steal it or use it for their own misdeeds, you should just destroy the damn thing. I can certainly understand the plan's importance, but what's puzzling me is why they're pursuing it so aggressively. What has them in such a hurry, I wonder? Yeah, because that's the thing, it's like, it's different when it involved like the real world, right? Because it was the space race. There were many people trying to do it, but there's nothing here that says they need it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a amazing project to undergo, and it could be a whole new discovery, but to put everything on the line and to be so out there to get all that help now, it's like there's something going on that they need this for. Again, possibly in part to what's happening on the edge of Calvert, but is that really all it is, or is there more to it? That's the million-mirror question right there. Anyway, circling back to criminal organization movements, anywhere in the society? Yeah, because I mean, come on, they have to be doing something. They've been involved in 2 games that did nothing. I mean, they did little bits, but let's be honest, when they did, it didn't really affect anyone, really, just our group. But every time the society's done something in every other country, it's shaped the entire foundations of the country we're in. When it came to Liberl, they released the Oreo, and the whole devastation thing was happening and the monsters got stronger. When it came to Crossbow, the Azure Tree was planted, the towers became vessels of chaos, and then we had to fight a little god. And then when it came to Erebonia, they helped with the revolution in Erebonia and Cold Steel 1 and 2, and then we're part of the whole Gilly of Osborne plan in 3 and 4. So it's like, they haven't really done anything that actually, like, disrupts everything in the country yet. At least not directly. I mean, Armada may have been like a branch of it, but that doesn't really count. Because it's not like Oathbreaker was leading them, he just let them loose. I know we worked through Ouroboros before, but not because we wanted to. Those circuit freaks have put Zemuria through enough hell to last a lifetime. Right. And the Oathbreakers especially hasn't spared us any of that grief. Mr. Silesian. I wish I had news to share, but alas, I'm not even privy as to the status of their pact with the President. Oh, okay, so she does know of the pact with the President. She just doesn't know what exactly it is. Okay, good. I was wondering if anyone was gonna bring that up, because it's like, that's something important. That would have been very interesting to learn about. I have a hunch, however, that they've yet another dastardly plan simmering in the wings. Of course they do. That goes without saying. Or if all their behind-the-scenes strings pulling the Burrow, Crossbell, and the Empire. That's what I'm saying. They haven't actually done anything yet. Because they always try to get something in return when helping someone. And their form of helping this time was not interfering with them for a couple years. But again, has that deadline been reached? Are they still in that pact? Or were there more terms to the pact than we realized that we weren't shown before? Which is why we should keep our eyes and ears open for any society going on. If you notice anything, let us know straight away. And that goes triple for if any new enforcers pop up. Depending on their enforcer number, HQ might even send more braces here to back us up. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are certain ones that are more dangerous than others. Campanella is a great example. McBurn, definitely another Oh, I'd love to see McBurn again, bro. He was so cool. Who else? Sherry would be another dangerous one. She just loves to go wild. If anything, I'd be interested if Sherry ever comes to this part, because that'd be interesting to see. Because you think with how many Jaeger groups are kind of involved in Calvert, this would be her chance to go wild on all the competition. It would definitely beef up the Red Constellation. And if we saw her father again, dude, that guy was a beast. Like, seriously, a real beast. Unlike, V's father. Or the boss. Seriously? So someone other than Walter, Lucrezia, and the twins then? Gotcha. But that's interesting, it's like, they don't really see them as like a threat yet. Despite how many times they've been involved in just waiting in the wings. If anything, that would catch my attention more, because it's like, why are they still here? Perhaps they're referring to the infamous Almighty Conflagration. Could it be? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe McBurn. But who else could be? Maybe they mean Cedric too, because Cedric ended up going to yeah, he ended up joining the Society too, right? As a new enforcer. It's kind of like what we learned in the Reverie Corridor Cedric story. Yeah, because I guess maybe they would be interested. See if maybe they can get him back on their side. But who knows? Because I can't think of any other enforcers. I mean, there is also Blue Blanc, who always just does random stuff. Because Sharon, she's already had her arc, so I don't think she'd be a threat to us anymore. Lucrezia, we haven't seen... Or not Lucrezia. Lucille, is that Shera's friend from back in the troop? She still hasn't made an appearance since Trails in the Sky, and I wondered if she'd ever come back. Mirabel's in Anguis, so that wouldn't be it. Same for Navardis, he would never put himself out in the open. Or maybe they do mean Navardis because, again, his tech has always been, like, the main thing that kind of turns us on its head, right? He was kind of, involved with the creation of Elysium. He was in charge of making those 3 mechs that were used for Laburo for Crossbell, when they were trying to attack the other nations surrounding them. And also for the Gospel. Nice to see you too, Mr. Chip on the Shoulder. And here I thought we'd finally land in your good graces after wrapping up the coup d'etat business together. Dude, seriously, why the fuck do you hate me? You don't even have the swag to actually challenge me. Like, come on. Why can't we just let bygones be bygones? I don't do anything to you.
別にもうあんたらに各位はないさ。所長の不真面目さはともかくな。
Okay, bankrupt, that's true. But I'm not law skirting.
もう
I've done too many
だ
good
から喧嘩
jobs.
腰にならないの。そちらも動き始めてるみたいね。お互い忙しくなりそうだし、協力できるところは補い合えると嬉しいわ。
Right. Teamwork makes the dream work after all. No objections here. Especially since you asked so nicely. Be swell if old Grumpy Green was half as friendly as you.
まあいい。それじゃあ行ってきますよ。
確か2人とも午前は郊外の巡回に出るんだっけ。
お前さんたちなら心配無用だろうが、よろしく頼んだぜ。
I gotta say, it is also kind of disappointing how they have like less bracers really like showing up and actually being a part of the action, you know? Because at Sky, I mean, yeah, the whole thing was that it was a bracer thing. So you had Estelle, Joshua, Shara, Agate, Zin. And in Liberl, I mean in Crossbell, sorry, I keep getting those two confused because they both end with an L. But Crossbell, you already had Arios, and Arios was plenty awesome and amazing. And I mean, at least we also did have the other two girls, like that duo, kind of help us in sometimes. But again, then in Ereboni, it's like we only had Sarah, really. Because I mean, we also had a... Damn it, what was his name? The guy who used wind arts a lot. I don't know why I forget his name. Duval? Or Taval, yeah. It's like, it's become pretty scarce, and only now it's like, they're technically kind of trying to, but it's like, the only real, Calvardian, bracer here is Zin, and Fish just, like, on loan. Well, actually, no, I guess there is a, like they said, Beauty's Blade too, but still.
Hi.
Like, when will we get, like, a whole party of bracers helping us again?
車を出すから
Like,
効率的
from
に
that
回るか。
area. My bad. Let's have you a bit more about breakfast. Huh. The morally gray stuff aside, it really is nice to see you smile like that. Guess we have you to thank for that, Arkride. But you and the other folks are miss anyway. Oh, shut up. Why are you even saying that, Zin? You know who's really to thank for that. Like, come on. We know who you really have to thank. Don't thank them. Thank the real people that helped them. The real friends, Estelle, Joshua, and Dita. Come on. Oh, and of course, Cassius. Like, come on, give them the props, not these guys. Like, okay, Agnes, sure, because she's been with her at school. Agnes can't have that. But don't give it to Van. We still haven't even seen what he actually did. People say it, but would love a clip or a cutscene. Because again, they make it seem like he went to hell and back for her, but it's like, that couldn't be any further from the truth. I wouldn't say that. She's already pretty blessed with a good family and friends, even outside of us. Still, I'd be happy if we were able to help her, even if only a little. I really am going to miss her. Same here. She did so much for me over this last year. We may live in an era where international communication is at our fingertips. She will certainly be missed all the same. Okay. Should probably get back to work. Like I said earlier, keep your eyes, ears, and nose open for trouble. Keen sense of yours might help you sniff out something we missed. You know, if it actually works. Shut up! As for me, I'm gonna be away this afternoon. Got a job out of the city. You notice anything though? hit us up. We might reach out if we have any questions ourselves. Sure, y'all can call whenever. Out of city. Oh, maybe she's going to help them. Good news is, Elena will be here to pick up the slack. If you're ever in a pinch, she's just a few keystrokes away. Sure, she'll be down to drop whatever she's doing and help us off the books, like she's done before. No doubt. Can't ask for a more efficient bracer to work with than her, you know. In fact, I'd say she's a match made in heaven for you guys. Indeed. As long as Elena's willing, we have no issues with loaning her out to your group. You bracers don't have a settled bone in your bodies. I could watch you get poked and prodded like this all day and never get bored. We're gonna have a nice long talk later, Aaron. I swear to God. Oh. You to God? As if. Demon, for crying out. Shut up! Okay, anyway, let's see what this quest that's already here. Oh. Did you need me for something? Wait a sec. You're the Spriggan guy, aren't you? Cold, right? We saw you for SPG. From Arkride Solutions. Oh, thank a goddess. I can't believe you actually came. I really need your help, man. I've got no one else to turn to. Everything will be alright, we promise. Why don't you start by describing your problem in detail? Yeah, give us the rundown. Right. Well, to start, I'm a college student here in the capital. And not long ago, I helped out someone out with a job, but it turns out it wasn't exactly legal. Oh, I've heard about criminal organizations forcing unsuspecting people to do their dirty work. Yeah, and thanks to the rise of the Orbital Network, the number of victims is increasing. I'm self-supporting, so I had to take all the jobs I can to make ends meet. When I saw the new Orbital scooter, I had to have it. I ended up buying one on credit. While I was working even harder than ever to pay it off, I came across this advertisement on the net. They're recruiting for a part-time delivery man position, open only to those with Orbital scooters. I applied and followed the instructions detailed in the orb mail I got. Then they sent me this briefcase. Oh, okay, so he thought it would be good because not only would he get to use the scooter that he got, but he could pay it off and get practice. All I had to do was take it to a specific place and they'd deposit 5,000 mirror into my account. At first I was over the moon, but as I thought on it more, I got cold feet. I sent them a message saying I had to back out. In response, they gave me details about the next job, along for a record of my personal information. A threat, huh? They got it down to a science. They sent you more mirror too, right? Yeah. I tried to give it back, but they wouldn't take it. Ah, because if they did, that would mean it's like they're forcing him. But by keeping the money in his account, it'd make it seem like he accepted the transaction. Sending money to turn you into an accomplice is a pretty common move for these guys. I take it that's why you can't go to the guild even though you're looking for help. See, that one makes sense. The one with the bath, that definitely should have been for the guild to do. This one at least kind of makes more sense why. It's no getting around the fact that you're a mule for these guys. You and the police definitely wouldn't let that slide. This gets out, you might even be kicked out of school. I know. That's why I haven't turned to them. Spent a whole year preparing for college. Then I finally made it. Parents were so happy for me. Never imagined something like this would happen. Stupid me and my stupid greed. You're the only ones I can turn to. Please, help me. Van? Yeah, sure. Alright, we'll help you. These guys are luring people in with tempting offers, and dragging them into the shadows. No way I'm letting them get away with it in my own backyard. Well said. Let's do what we can to find an ideal solution. Thank you very much. Save your things for when we're done. Till then, we're gonna need something to start with. Why don't you finish telling us everything you know? You got it. A delivery man job, huh? Sounds like someone's trying to capitalize on Hermes being off the grid. Yeah, so it was. People taking advantage of the fact that she's gone. I mean, to be fair, she probably made good bank from it. Yes, and taking advantage of the void she left behind, or the recent release of the Orbo scooter. Oh yeah, because now that I think about it, if you try to get like an orbital bike, that would definitely be more expensive because there's a lot more parts to it, right? But the orbital scooter is more compact, so you wouldn't need as much maintenance. People are surprised they might have thought into this scheme. What they're doing is pretty damn low, though. That's putting it mildly. I mean, they're pushing innocent people into a life of crime. Need to catch them before they do any more harm. There's just one problem. Only clue we got is the message Colt showed us from his employer. Right. I'm sure it won't shock you to learn the sender's address is encrypted. But some of the orb mails were forwarded to multiple people simultaneously. By analyzing those, I was able to identify one of a recipient. So what you're saying is someone else had been dragged into this kind of work. The name of the person in question is Largo. Theo and I have already figured out where he is too. The Satan district. Odds are he's got a scooter. Let's see what we can find. Time to get to work. Alright. Oh right, forgot the shop real quick.
了解です
Do this real
私
quick.
の自信作至高のグルメ
Just gonna
とくと
check.
味わうがいいです
Oh,
わ
15CP?
今後
Damn.
もご期待あれですわ
スケジューラーモードを起動しスケジューラーモードを起動します
Oh, I can't just do these. Okay. I'll hold off on that. Let's go to, let's do the other stuff first. Oh no, I'll just go to Satan District next, because I already have to go there for a quest. And then the other will probably be like one more quest. Because at least I can get all these introductory things out of the way now, and then next time I can just continue the main story. Things are as calm and Satan as ever. Even so, the space program sparked a considerable surge in corporate activity. In that sense, a commercial center like this should be feeling some level of impact. Yes. Though difficult to gauge by appearances alone, there must be quite a bit of mirror moving about here. So how should we approach this district? Well, as curious as I am about what's shaking on the business end, first order business is comparing notes with the police. They ought to give us some decent leads on how things are shifting under the surface. Inspector's definitely mellowed out lately. But we could squeeze more than a few answers out of him. Yep. Set up the station first and work our way around from there. I will say, also, the whole Inspector guys, I'm not a big fan of. Like, at least Dudley, I could do with Dudley, you know? He was alright. Like, from beginning to end. But these guys, not really so much. Anyway. Damn, I forget what their voices were. Sup, Inspector? Gotta stick to chat? Good morning, Detective Nate. Like, I remember what they sound like, but how did I say it?
そして何の用だ裏解決やなんか普通に警察署に出入りしてナチュラルに話しかけてきてるけども
Hey, I mean, it's not like I'm walking into your own office, right? I'm just walking into the front door. That's not breaching the law, is it? Okay, I get this is your bid, but you ain't exactly practicing bias-free policing with these attitude pendulum swings. Come on, all of us are friends here, right, Inspector? We worked on tons of cases together at this point.
慣れ慣れしくするな。多少認めたとはいえ、一線は引かせてもらう。首都警察の捜査官がグレーな家業の人間と密な関係などと噂が立っても困るからな。
Please, we both know that's a lie. I don't dabble in the gray, alright? Let's be honest about that. You say that, but didn't you visit Montmartre with your family the other day? Yeah, you and Victor talked up a story about your daughter and Yume before teaming up to rag on Van.
プライベートはまた別の話だ。
Wait, what was that about me? Let's cut to the chase. Is there something I can help you with today? And keep it brief, okay? We're very busy here. That's so. You guys slam these days too. Guess that makes sense, what with the whole Republic being caught up in the space program hype and all. When there's an increase in events and tourists, follows that trouble would rise as well. Well, that isn't really a problem for us in itself. After all, EDIF security is about as good as it can be. The police aren't being kept at arm's length anyway. And what do you mean by that? Kept at arm's length by whom? I'm getting to it. See? Oh, crap. It's not information meant for prying ears. It is what I normally say. Seeing as you all have some connections on that end, this might actually be worth divulging to you. Yeah, because I mean, we do have our connections with Renee. So you've been having coordination problems with the CID and the military recently? Maybe that's it, right? Because they're trying to keep this away from Van, because he has so many connections. Pretty undeserving connections, but connections nonetheless. So it's like, if they keep giving it to people that Van can actually meet whenever he wants, then it's pretty easy to kind of like piece together. Especially for tourists like Green, Crow, and Rufus, who don't know their actual identities. So better to keep it on a more tight leash. Especially if they're kind of like doing stuff in the gray to have a successful result from the space program. If it's kind of shady in some way. That doesn't seem right. They didn't even give us a heads up about the second rocket launch until the last possible second. The whole thing was suddenly broadcast live to the city screens. You know, all sorts of problems cropping up. It's a small miracle we managed to prevent any major incidents or accidents from happening. Feels like their activities are more opaque than ever before. I'd hoped you might have heard something from that friend of yours. Renee. Sad to say, but nah, I got nothing. I mean, to be fair, that dude doesn't give me everything. Seems Marduk didn't get any advance notice either. Oh yeah, well, supposedly. Again, I still think it's a lie though. I still think like they figured there was a chance of it, but no guarantee of it. They probably at least know some degree of things behind the scenes, but just not everything. Because again, probably trying to keep it away from Van or anyone else who would become a problem, right? Because again, everyone else has connections in some way that could leak into it. Altina with the Epstein Foundation, Crow with his business, Rufus and his connections. It's like, oh, and Kevin with his amazing skills and espionage. So yeah, I guess they really are trying to like keep it close to the chest as much as possible. Must be acting on their own then. Yes, I had the same thought. Guess I'm not gonna be taking it easy before that final rocket launch is over and done with. Inspector, why did I put off that case you assigned me? Just what compelled you to ask such a stupid question? You know as well as I do, it's nothing we can postpone. What case are you talking about, if I may ask? Well, lately we had a string of missing person reports being found by mistake. Like a wife running away from home after a fight, or a boyfriend vanishing out of the blue. You know, that kind of thing. Every time they come back within a few days, and we'll get a call to have the report retracted. Sorry, sir. Forgive me, my big mouth. Normally I'd say that doesn't sound at all that unusual, but then happening one after another is definitely weird. Agreed. But there's only been a handful of instances so far. It's nevertheless still cause for concern. You're investigating this in addition to all the work the space program has caused. Fortunately, these are a bit scarce at the moment. Gotcha. In that case, we'll keep an eye out on our end, too. For now. Gotta pay you back somehow for all the juicy police info you just gave us. Apologies, but I'd be beyond grateful for it. Hold on, Inspector. We don't need to rely on him. I'm still making progress here. By standing there yapping? Yeah, sure. But get back to work, you lazy oaf. Oh right, we can talk to him about this. Because he would know something about it. The police are aware that a large number of weapons have been dumped into the black market. Our reports indicate that the armaments used by Armada's leaders are manufactured by Zect Arms. To keep a close eye on things to make sure their heinous weapons aren't misused again. Okay, well at least we got that covered. Okay, next we go here. Oh, actually in the hotel, I guess? Maybe? Oh, I forgot they have. See, they just have so many things where it's just cure ailments. Like, why? Oh, okay. Maybe. Wait, where is this then? Oh, underground, probably, right? Like, oh no, I guess just maybe under here. Yeah. Just give me a quick second. Let me check. Oh, the parking area, right. I forgot this is a thing. Oh, here's Largo. They want me to take this briefcase someplace outside the city lines? Damn it. The demands get worse and worse each time. Same with the pay. Partnership has proven very lucrative. Looking forward to your continued results. So don't think you can get away from us. Shit. How'd it come to this? Huh? Blank message. No doubt about it. That's Largo. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Who are you? I'm what you call a Spriggan. You know, a made-up name. And I got a couple of questions for you. It's about your current job. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't have to hide it. We're on your side. Unless you really did sell your soul to an organized crime syndicate. Then I'm not so sure. I bet you were told if you talked to anyone you'd regret it. I know nothing. Nothing. Leave me alone. I don't have a choice. As long as I do well, I'll move up. And the only other option is 6 arch down. That's the underworld for you. Now you're stuck in the middle of it. It's too early to give up living in the sun. Seriously? What do you want from me? Wait, you say Spriggan? Don't tell me you're that problem solver I heard about. You know, the one who just prances around proclaiming he's a medium guy when he's actually a pretty honest guy? The one and only. Look, we're here to help. Mind giving us the lowdown? So he and Cole are in roughly the same boat. Though it sounds like Largo's done a few more jobs for them. I realized the goods I was delivering were suspicious, but the pay was too good. I convinced myself it would be fine as long as no one found out. By the time I realized just how bad it was, I was in too deep. So they don't just use your personal information to back you into a corner. They exploit your guilt and fear as well. I get my hands on these guys. Guess you better follow the stench back to the source ASAP. Is that even possible? You don't even know who my employers are. It all depends on what clues you can give us. For starters, why don't you hand me the goods? There's surely no better clue than the product itself. Seeing how convoluted their setup was and how they forced you to transport a case? Opening it might just lead us directly to them. Fair warning though, since we're not the police or the guild, we can turn a blind eye to the stuff you got tricked into doing. But you had to give up the dirty mirror you made. As much of a break as I can give you. All depends on whether you fear your employer more than you trust us. I get it. I'll trust you for now. And I agree to your conditions too. Please, help me. A gun? Weapon trafficking. And they were using normal people to do it. I had a feeling. How did I get caught up in something like this? The police have pulled me over even once. And all the blame will be put on you as the man in charge disappears. It's a pretty common tactic. Oh, these Center Marsh? I guess Fia would be familiar with it, seeing as they sometimes do grocery runs for Montmart. I can't really think of any hiding spots there that rats like them could hole up in. Can't hurt to drop by and do some shard searches just in case. In the meantime, you should find some place to lay low. But keep sending out updates like you're still doing the job. You got it. I'll do whatever you need. Please, you're all I got. Okay. And before we do that, still gotta look around.
食っていくか。いらっしゃい。また顔出しな。
お、今日もバスケゾウどもが集まってんな。
Yep.
私も体を動かしたいよな。ちょっと覗いていきませんか？
Oh, have they made it an official minigame here? Oh, they have. Oh, right, I forgot how sensitive this is. Wait, I only get one shot? Oh my god, that is super sensitive. I held it for like a second. Oh my god. How the hell am I supposed to make a shot? There has to be another button, right? There we go. That is gonna be tough to do. Let me see if I can do it one more. Nope. Seriously, that is so sensitive. Okay. Damn, that is really tough. There we go. Barely, but got it. Damn, that is tricky. Alright, let's check here. What do we got? Reports of a dangerous monster. We got a monster extermination request from the CID to boom. Know that this is Renee's handiwork. It says the target's identity is unknown. It's perfect. We need to test our new shard tactics anyway. Alright, let's get to work. Ah, damn, I could have just bought armor here. But whatever, I already bought armor. Not gonna buy more. Okay, so we had to go to Treon Tower and there's some kind of quest there. Then there's Center Marsh. Wait, why does this still say there's something in here? Oh, right, because the waterworks is that way. Okay. I was so confused, I'm like, I don't see anything else, but right. This is where I go for the quest. Yeah, I can go with this party. Let me just save my game real quick. Looks like the unlock code's been updated. There, that'll do it. There's a dangerous monster here. I can feel it. That'll be the reason why this place hasn't been cleaned out in a good long while. Alright, just for caution's sake before we start our search. When I just start your orphans, just let me know. I can help with whatever you need. Thank you, Quattro. There's something I want to test out here, but for now, let's press on. Yeah, I know that, genius. Damn, these monsters give us like nothing. Oh shit. But yeah, let's go visit them this time. Looks like we're already run into some garbage that needs cleaning. Wasn't there something you mentioned earlier that you wanted to try, Van? Oh yeah. Truth is, there's another new function we didn't get to try out during the training at Marduk HQ. Seems like I'm the only one in our current group who can manage it, though. It's called Awakening. Oh, sounds pretty strong. And you're planning to test it out on these enemies here? Yep, that's the plan. Figured I'd give it a trial run sooner than later. In any case, all the new shard functions work just like how I told you guys. Follow my lead and try not to get left behind. About Awakening. Some characters, including Van, can use their Zephyr to temporarily draw out latent power that lies deep within them. During field battles, they can have effects such as increasing attack power or slowly recovering HP. Additionally, after entering a combat battle, you will start the battle with each character's self-buffing craft activated for one turn. Oh! Quick is available whenever the icon is lit. Activating requires at least 3 filled boost gauges. Grant you deplete while Awakening is active. Switching to command battle while Awakening is active will grant the heated stance buff. Ooh.
敵の集団厄介ですね。
Oh, I see. So it makes you stronger for this. There we go. Cool.
なるほど。
Do I even need a weapon?
パワーソースは俺の内なる力ってわけか。
バンさん、消耗を考えると多用はできなさそうですね。
その分私たちも頑張りますので。
I'll be honest. Does Van even need awakening? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't have awakening states, but does Van really need it though? Because he already has the what's it called? He already has the Grendel, right? And I assume they're gonna give it to Reen. And if they do, it's like, does Reen even need it? He already has Spirit Unification. So wouldn't it be better to give it to characters who don't already have that ability? Like no transformations and stuff? I feel like that makes more sense. Oh, this is actually moving kind of weird, like. Hold up. Let me try something. Frame limit 120. Okay, never mind. Alright, don't really need to change anything now. I thought I did, but nah. We're good. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. I forgot what was the shard button. Yeah, this boost. Alright, Blitz. Let's just do Silent Slasher. Right, I might have to get used to that too. Ow. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Just a second. Oh, okay, that's just how Blitz works. Okay, if I do a normal attack. Okay, so yeah, currently only Van can do it. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm so dumb. Sorry. I keep confusing the dodge button here with in other games again. You'd think I'd learn my lesson from that, but still don't. It's gonna take a while to get used to it. Nope. Go. Oop. Let's go with Aerial Slash. The exchange. Oh, okay. That actually looks cooler than what Agnes could do before. I like it. Let's do Aerial Dust. Next we'll do... Oh, okay, good. I have all my stuff this time. Good. I thought it was going to be like, it only gives me a couple, but yeah, they give me all the crafts we can do so far. Perfect. It's actually going to be annoying. Wait, what do you mean I can't use it again? Oh, because I probably had to do it like this, right? I don't know why they do it like that, but sure, I guess. We don't need the shield, I think, because I could always just run back. Wait. So, oh, yeah, okay. Let's do... I don't know what I want to do. Just do, yeah, do cheating.
手伝うよ。ここだ。
相手が悪かったな。
甘いお茶受けをご用意しますね。
宝箱だな。
ここが勝負です。
これでも食らえ。頼んだリゼット。おまけだ。
アニエス様。えいえい。
もらった。
これで一安心ですね。
助かったぜアニエス。そらつや崩れた。そら
100年早いんだよ。行くぜ。
トレジャー発見ですね。頑張ります。敵の集団厄介ですね。
崩れたぜ。崩れたぜ。
もう一丁。
皆さんお疲れ様でした。
Okay, there we go. That's how I do the high speed. Had to do both the trigger buttons on my controller. Okay. I was like, I would for sure think that they would tell me how to do it, but nope. Okay. Go here. Go back to this giant fish. Oh, I have to press it one after the other. Successful shot with a basketball. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Ma, ざっとこんなもんってな。
アーロンさん、お見事です。やっ。
相手が悪かったな。
甘いお茶をご用意しますね。バン様。
こで決める。
フォローいたします。
続け。
了解です。ここです。
行くぜ。とくと見やがれ。舞い上がれ。ほー
手伝うよ。
もらった。
ここだ。
リゼットさん。
絵にまだ見せよ。
ほとばしれ。
援護するぜ。行くぜ。そらよ。
フォローいたします。
よし、お、上出来だ。宝の子だな。
やるじゃねえかバン。
Someone's there. Looking carefully, I can sense faint lights moving around. There's probably a monster with stealth capabilities. Try uncovering them with a shard search. That or we can just use Zoc and pummel them to death and visibility be... Oh my bad, wrong thing. That or we can just use ZOC and pummel them to death and visibility be damned. Right, how do I do that? Oh, right. Oh, let's see. Hey.
良さそうな宝箱です。
Come on. Ooh, okay, good.
ここが攻め時かと。
ガンガン行くぞ。
この調子で行きましょう。
Just do this.
合わせろ。
お任せを。今です。
続けやバン。
この調子でお願いします。
そらよ。
支援します。
やっやっ。
支援します。
決まってけよ。
頼みます。いやー、ごめんなさい。こちらのターンです。これで決めます。はあ、いやー、終わりです。インフィニティシーカー。ブーストゲージ上限解放よ。
支援します。
頼みます。
覚悟を決めな。さあ、バンダライスレイダー。任せたアニエス。
大丈夫ですか皆さん。大いなる光の宴会を、我らに息吹を与えたまえ。助かります。
悪くねえ。フィーバータイムだ。さあ、
お願いします。
崩れたぜ。
支援します。
頼みます。
アニエス。
了解です。今です。
こんなもんだろ。
やりました。参ります。
当然だな。
各種ステータスアップです。
あるよ。始めるか。そこだ。そら。そら。スタンだ。これでも食らえ。スタンだ。
手伝うよ。
頼んだぜ。おお、切り裂け。あの、いいぜ。おまけだ。
手伝うよ。
もらった。
ここだ。
アーロン様。続きます。
ま、
こちらではあり
ざっ
ませんね。
とこんなもんってな。
アーロンさん、お見事です。
よし、ゲットだ。
Oh, right. The hacking thing. I forgot that's still a thing. Okay, let me just save. It looks like we're just gonna be doing the quest all the time. Which I'm fine with, but still. This little gadget looks familiar. There's an orbital lock on it, if I remember. Mirror Fear should be able to help us unlock it, right? Yes. However, the security on the lock appears to be better than the previous ones. Right. For this box in particular, it seems like only Theo can open it. Now we may as well take what we can get. And agree. It's been a while since we've done this.
Access 成功。開始する。コード解析中。セキュリティを除去。コード解析中。セキュリティを除去。ミッションコンプリート。
Ooh, okay, that's a good one to get. Maybe I could use it for Agnes, but I'll save it for later. Oh, we almost at the end? Oh shit, we are. Damn. Thought we still had a bit more time, but it's fine, I guess.
ここらで一区切りだな。
Just what I was thinking.
生き返るぜ。
Alright, let's save. Oh. Let's see, how much of... Okay, so yeah, there's nothing else left to investigate. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Or maybe I check my ornament stuff real quick. Or actually, our equips I think would be better. What did I have? Oh, right, this stuff. Let's see, Gunner's Belt. Might need the strength for Van. Then we'll go for Agnes, I think. Let's go with... I don't know if I should get... Maybe the lighter, actually, for defense. Then I'll give Rosette the Gunner's Belt. And you will take... Probably should give him the crit. Or I could give him evasion. Let's go with evasion. Okay, I think that's good. Let's hope that this is all the prep I need. Let's do this. Let's do it. Oh, okay. I mean, that's at least a cleaner way of showing it, you know? It's a cleaner way of showing the names of enemies than how they did before.
コバルトカーテン展開アニエス様
Good, good, good. Okay, let's do this.
輝ける花よ我らに祝福を助かります
There we go. Got that regen. Nice. Let's do this. There we go. Now, go for a heated roar. Let's try that other one I got, the pummel. Oh, was that just like a boost up of that other move I had before? It's actually... I should probably put the fence... Oh, no, they have up the fence. I'll just do a regular attack. No, let's boost up Aaron's attack.
ほらよ
行きますそれ頼んだ参りますシャードブーストのチャンスよ逃がしませんシュート
見切ったこちらの番だ
ブーストチャンス決めろよお願いします
そこだ逃がさねえおーケラケラ
Oh, okay. It's a bit... I'll take that. Alright, next. Sorry I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I keep thinking it's the same layout as Trails in the Sky, but it's not. Yeah, let's go for Barrage.
行くぜ派手に決めるぜせい舞い上がれホーランド
ブーストゲージ上限解放支援しますや
もらった
隙あり
手伝うよ
ドライブ開始
呪いぜ暗いな
フィーバータイムだ
ここです
手伝うよ任せたよ
アニエス様癒しを瞬け助かりました
悪くね
バンさん
覚悟を決めなバンダライズレイダー
手伝うよ
もらった
おまけだよ
ダメなめんじゃねえ
ブーストの後期
飛ばすはあダメなめんじゃね
援護するぜ
くらいやれ
チャンスだ任せたアニエス
照らせガラクシアレイリゼットさん
こちらの番だ。
ここです。ほとばしれ。
援護するぜ。
フィーバータイムだ。崩れたぜ。行くぜ。とくと見やがれ。舞いやがれ。ほうなんだ。リゼット頼むぜ。
おまけだ。
こちらの番です。
ドライブを開始します。ブーストチャンス決めろよ。
それ
頼んだぜ。フィーバータイムだ。ほらよ。
参ります。コバルトカーテン展開。バン様続きます。こちらの番です。咲き誇れホーリーブルーム。助かったぜ。
悪くねえ。なめんじゃねえ。さ
お願いします。参ります。ドライブ開始。
行くぜ。
フォローいたします。
呪いぜ。暗いな。
なめんじゃねえ。頼んだぜアニエス。
ドライブ開始。ほとばしれ。
援護するぜ。
やあ参ります。
シャードブーストのチャンスよ。
ここです。支援します。そこです。隙あり。ほとばしれ。
頼んだ。
アニエス様
ガンガン行くぞ。
頼んだぜ。
光よ打ち払え。
見切った。
こちらのターンです。
ドライブ開始よ。
支援します。続きます。おまけです。
出番だアーロン。
そこです。ほとばしれ。
頼んだ。
こちらの番です。
ドライブを開始します。
ここです。
手伝うよ。
シャードブーストのチャンスよ。
援護するよ。
捉えました。やあ
なめんじゃねえ。
今です。やあ
決まれや。
バンさん
行くぜ。呪いぜ。暗いな。
上等だ。
そこです。
頼んだぜアニエス。
癒しを瞬け。
悪くね
リゼットさんよし
おまけだ。
参ります。 これで決めます。はあ、やー終わりです。インフィニティシーカー。
ブーストゲージ上限解放よ。
上等だ。
ここです。
スタンだ。出番だアロン。
支援します。
くらいやがれアリス。
お任せを。そこです。
Alright, that wasn't too bad of a fight for the start. Definitely took a while, but I'll take it.
依頼達成ですね。
Always gotta be something right? Alright, well, with that, here real quick.
チャージ完了だ。
スケジューラーモードを起動し。
Alright, we're done here. Let's go to Center Marsh next, because we said that would be the next thing. This district's teeming with activity just like always. It only gets more packed by the day with the economy hitting its stride. Well, obviously a market's the first place you expect that to affect. Still, all this liveliness is sure to be drawing in people of all sorts. Yeah, might even be some we know. Let's give the place a once-over. Well, it sounds like we made the right call coming here to do assurance searches. Now, let me just register the metallics under the gun in the app, and done. We're good to go. Great. Alright, let's get to searching. Start search. Oh, is that why? Because I had to, like, be able to try it first? See, I like this for, like, investigation stuff. Let me go ahead and see what they got. Code, costume stuff. Okay, nothing crazy. Alright, inside here. Yeah, definitely take a new recipe. Oh, that was the shop. Okay. Wait, no, but... Oh, okay. It was literally just right here. How did I miss this? Oh, okay, it goes that way. Okay, well, I'll talk to him first. Think you're barking up the wrong tree here. Sure, I got some ties with less innocent types. The weapons I sell are all properly authorized, see? Alright, let's not kid ourselves. No way you couldn't get your hands on that so we start do some backchan or whatever. I won't deny it. But the good Zekdars puts out too chancy for me to do business with all willy-nilly. But sorry, but if that's what you're after, you have to look elsewhere. Damn shame. He never explicitly stated that he doesn't have any on hand, though. Yep, it's pretty obvious that Yazen's our guy. For whatever reason, he's being dodgy about it. Maybe we could try and strike up a deal anyway. We're in need of a bargaining chip, perhaps it would behoove us to speak with the police. May yield us some useful intelligence given their likely vigilance for Zekdar's merchandise. We also know someone in Old Town with a penchant for components. He might have more details too. I guess I'll take the antique chain. Good to have it. Just gonna check out all the shops first before we continue.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
何にすんだ。そんじゃあな。
Oh, okay, here we go. Just gonna check all this stuff off. Better do it now than later. Alright, this is
ご注文は何でしょうか。
right, okay.
ありがとうございました。
Oh! There's Professor Hamilton, but I'm away.
さあ、何にする？ありがとうな。
どれも新鮮だよ。
Ah, okay. It's like a family business. Cool. Oh, I see the Mishi's over there.
もう終わりかい？あ、ミッシー、今日はここにいたんですね。
新デザインのミッシーもすっかり馴染んだもんだぜ。
さあ、寄っていって。ご注文は何かな？
We're just lucky Tio isn't here. Otherwise, she'd be fangirling at this. I didn't even know Mishi had a little sister. People were really clamoring for her to come to Calvary. Now it's finally happened. Feels overdue, if anything, considering how much steam they've been picking up here. Either way, I'm betting a certain Michelamite will freak out about this, for better or worse. Right, who was that again? I don't remember, it's been a while. Of course, I know the excuse can't run on forever, but still.
ようこそおいでくださいました。今後ともどうかごひいきに。
We got this. I'm just missing. Oh yeah, I didn't actually check the vending machine. Okay, there should be all the. Oh, okay, I'm missing one.
さあ進んぞ。
Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna check this out real quick. Hey Makino, where should we go fishing next? I got a scooter now, so I started to think about traveling further out. I'd be super jealous, but I got a bike now. Let's go and find the best fishing spot we can. Visitors, eh? Welcome. Oh hey, it's Van's crew. Long time no see, everyone. Are you here to pick the Hippo God Rod back up? Nah, that ain't it. The Hippo God Rod? Isn't that the fishing rod we used before to catch a legendary fish at Dirk Memorial Park? Not only that, it was said to have been used by General Atkinson himself. I thought that Kanza guy gave it to you outright. What's it doing here? He did, but I didn't feel like I should be keeping something so important. So I left it with these guys for the time being. I see. Anyway, I don't intend to take the rod back at the moment. Honestly, it's been a good long while since I've done any fishing at all. Any gear you recommend for shaking off the rust? I got just the thing. Oh hey, this looks like a pretty well-made rod. What brand is... Wait, Strega? Aren't they a famous sneaker manufacturer from Le Mans State? Yeah, wait, what? Make fishing rods now? Or are they just like... Are they trying to be like the Nike of the sports world? I'd heard they'd gone into making sports equipment a while back, but... I guess they expanded further to fishing gear now too. Indeed, it's proof that fishing is starting to be recognized as a legitimate sport. Strega products make for especially great social media pics too, so I definitely recommend them. Sounds good to me. I'll take this one then. How much? No. We can take some money from you, Van. Yeah, I mean, you entrusted us with the hippo and everything. Honestly, we should be paying you. Well, there's no need to go that far. I'll take you up on that offer. Suppose I'll go ahead and put this Dregarod through its paces. Alright. Might as well get some of these. And then 2 of regular fishing bait. That's all I'll get. Okay, now I gotta actually find this thing. Okay, so we go this way. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, of course it would be here. Scent continues beyond the door. Seems it connects to the old sewer system. This must be the place then. If everyone's ready, then let's jump in. So they carefully made their way along the old sewer system. Eventually they arrived at a wide chamber deep inside. So it was you guys, the Delore family. Right, didn't we arrest their bosses already? They're still back? Well, then again, I guess they're just the remnants. Who are you? It's a damn Spriggan. Why is he here? Right, because they had the brothers who were like doing that 2-bit scam or something a while back, right? This is the gang that Roland was a part of before he was arrested for the Armis incident. Oh, right. So you're the ones behind the gun peddling, huh? Here I was, all psyched up for a big shot mastermind showdown. Beat just some third-rate mafia gutter trash we fought a million times before. See that again. I dare you. You had enough troubles as being on the police and the guild's radar thanks to that damn sport brat. There's no way we're gonna let you ruin this golden egg-laying scheme we thought up on our own. On your own? Gathering people's personal info? Using fear to force them to commit crimes? Buddy, that's right out of Armada's playbook. Yeah, seriously, they did that in the first game. You just missed one crucial lesson. In the end, they got wiped out. As for the dirt you have on all the people you dragged into the criminal enterprise, you're gonna give it all to us. And we want all the hardware you use for these jobs too. Go to hell. You think we're gonna let you stop us? 8 hostiles confirmed. Want to intercept them quickly. There's nothing to worry about. Let's just get this over with.
レイダー
財ファクド
手伝うよ。おまけだよ。
アニエス様
Alright, good. Let's cast some
ドライ
heals.
ブ開始いや
We
助か
go.
りました
悪くね
There we go. Damn, there's nowhere I can reach it. Wait, actually, where's my impede move? Yeah, don't I have like a long like slash move I can use? What the hell?
ここが攻め時かと
Fine. Alright. I should have some heals for this, right? Yeah, there we go. Relax it. There we go.
手伝います
What does that even do? I was about to say, nothing will change.
チャンスだ
Hey, fuck off.
せいおまけだ
Oh, right.
出番だ
Forgot. My bad.
リゼット頼むぜ。
やっアニエス様いや続きます支援します
せいせいもらった
隙あり
出番だアーロン撃ち抜け
加減はいたしません
もらっただと
Ugh, they're tough. Our money. Hostile suppressed. Is this really all they're good for? Now we need to figure out what to do with all this data and hardware. What should we do? Wipe the data and leave things to the guild. Leave the data to affected parties. Store the hardware. Well, I mean, we could wipe the data and leave it to the guild, but it's like, could they handle it? Leave the data to the affected parties, but why? It's like, couldn't they just continue doing that business? But even if we destroy the hardware, it's like, I don't know. Would anything really change? But even if we wipe the data, won't the party still be involved? Because like, why do we get in on the case? I guess we just wipe the data. We made an agreement with our clients. Personal information and records of their criminal activity goes. As for the rest of it, might as well let the guild decide. You're right, and they can decide what to do with them too. Should cooperate with the police too so that they can make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, okay, good. So we are wiping like anything that contact or that links to people. I can't believe you were able to solve this so quickly. Thanks. So we're not going to be forced to do any more illegal jobs, right? Correct. You should be okay. We erased all the dirt they had on you. And the police and the guild will handle the rest. You're even better than rumors say. How can I ever thank you? We're just glad we were able to find a workable solution. Just hope you learn your lesson and be more careful in the future. No matter how good something seems, there's usually a catch. Especially things you find on the net. Plus, if you work harder for your mirror, you'll think more about how you should spend it. Right. I'll remember that. Thanks for everything. Really.
任務完了。お疲れ様でした。報
酬が振り込まれたわ
I guess chaos because it had to do with our family, I guess.
スケジューラーモードを起動
Okay.
します
Let's see. What else can we do? Wait, aren't we already at Center Marsh? Oh no, yeah, we aren't. Right. Oh yeah, because there was Professor Hamilton, then the two sisters were there too, right? Because I haven't talked to them yet. After that, I could go to Trion Tower. Or Trion Tower, however you pronounce it. Then I should be able to do the connect events and then we'll be ready for next time.
Grandma!
It's Shahina and Sarah.
まあカトル、バンさんたちも。
あ、フェリー、みんなも奇遇だね。
お久しぶりですね。
Dancing sisters in the mother of the Orbital Revolution. Not a grouping I would have expected. A pleasure to see you, Professor Hamilton. Same to you, Sara, Shahina.
本当にそうだよ。と言っても1ヶ月ぶりくらいかな。
公演の方見に来てくださって本当にありがとうございました。
Nah, if anything, we should be thanking you. You're the ones who gave us free tickets for it. Celebrating the 6-month anniversary of your debut was our honor. And all your other fans seem to have the same thought, with the Tryon Mall stage being nearly full capacity and all. You two really upped your game on the dance in front. I think all that acting experience you got has paid off big time. Mm-hmm. You guys were out of this world good.
それほどで
も。もう調子に乗らないの。まだまだ精進あるのみですよ。
私も帰国していればぜひ見に行きたかったのだけど。私はアラミスの学芸祭以来かしら。お久しぶりね、解決事務所のみんな。
Definitely. If I recall correctly, you set off for the East shortly after the festival ended, yes?
でもちょうど先週いきなり用事があるって帰国してさ。
Oh, so she's been to the East. Okay. Maybe to see if she can at least try to find anything before checking the stuff in space, right?
おとといエレネーと一緒に会ったけど、二人ともバーゼルに立ったのかと思ったよ。ちょっと首都でいくつか済ませておく用事があってね。
It's been some time, Rosette. How have you been feeling lately, physically speaking? Very good, thanks in no small part to your efforts. Truly grateful for all the care I received. Adjustments at Marduk are being soundly implemented as well, owing to the reports you and Miss Arched put together. By reports, you mean the ones that treatment you got in Basel last year, yeah? As someone directly involved, Esmeralda was quite particular on the matter. Apparently, she put forth a great deal of effort to finish them before things became busy again. I see. Please pass my gratitude to Miss Arched again, if it wouldn't be too much trouble. So you three first met last year then? Yep, right after we made our big debut and before we came to Edith. At the time, we hadn't realized you and the professor were acquainted. Then we had another surprise encounter in the capital that December. She's been good to us in so many ways. I think you've helped me a great deal more than the other way around. At any rate, the sheer number of connections you've made through your spring-in work is quite remarkable. Yes, without a doubt. There's definitely a lot of remark about it. Not to change the subject, but you two are in the same agency as Judith now, right? Like Cell Talent Agency? Sort of. We're only affiliate members, so it'd be a bit presumptuous for me to place us on the same level as her. We'll get there, though. I want to get super famous enough to be the face of Lexel someday. Good on you for dreaming big. There's more to showbiz than just movies, after all. Anyway, I'm glad we chanced on each other, for how hectic our schedules have been. Almost didn't happen either. You're both heading back to Tharbad this afternoon, right? That's right. We'll soon be setting off on a new tour of the Republic scheduled for August. Until then, we're gonna take it easier on ourselves for a week or so. Just to rest and recharge. That's wonderful to hear. You feel much more comfortable around your inner circles, I'm sure. Oh yes. Even though Tharbad isn't where we were born, still just as dear a place to us. So we'd like to repay all the people who supported our dancing in the best way we know how. I guess you could call it a homecoming performance. People seem pretty excited for it, so we're just gonna have to put in that much extra effort. If only I could go and see it. Well, you're in luck. Should have mentioned it's gonna be streamed on the Orbital Net. Then we better make sure to reserve a spot for ourselves. Absolutely. You wouldn't want to miss it for the world. By the way, Professor, you plan to leave for Basel soon, right? Indeed. For a collaboration of sorts arranged through a connection of mine. Though I can't divulge too much on that end. Additionally, I have matters I'd like to discuss with our new CEO, Bill Towson. Wait, That mustachio tied ass? Rene rehired him? Yes, 2 months ago. It's odd that he was allowed back after only 6 months. Yanga played a hand in his reinstatement, perhaps? Right, because he kind of let things go out of control, right? To the point that Almada was able to take advantage of everything. Like, even though he wasn't directly connected, it's like, he kind of allowed it to continue, not minding it. I'm afraid I don't know all the particulars. But were I to guess, it was likely the result of establishing a more suitable structure for the advancement of Project Startaker. I see. That would fall within expectations. But that means a lot of people are coming back because of the project, right? That can't necessarily be a good thing. The way I hear it, last year's blunder aside, the man's actually seemed pretty competent in practice. He wouldn't have been able to coordinate multiple groups under the Verne umbrella for so many years otherwise. Possible someone pushed this rehiring to make sure the project was a success. You may be right about that. Still, I think they should have severed ties with him altogether. Well, there was that business with the Mafia, not to mention the political agendas at play most likely. It was my own inability to adapt to such climates that led me to leave everything on Towson's shoulders. So this time I plan to provide him with as much consultation as I can. Well, if you're giving the CEO pointers along the way, you should have nothing to worry about. Gran, I don't think I'll be able to make it to Basel while you're there. So say hi to Essie and Mr. Giscard, and Yang too, for me, if you happen to run into them. Yes, of course. They don't expect Yang and I will be crossing paths. Alright. So now we just gotta go here and we're good to go. Huh. Looks like they're putting on some kind of show. The recent excitement over the space program has them holding more events than ever before now. On top of that, even subcultures like idols have been getting a bigger share of the spotlight. Sounds like fun. It does catch my interest. But what's really on my mind is how businesses in foreign countries are reacting to things. Well, there are a handful of places here where we can follow up on those fronts. The Verne store, Valis Investment Bank, and the Liberal Boutique, for example. Yeah, because I was going to say, we could at least hear from Lila, because we would hear about it from Mayor Maybell. Let's add him to the list and take a lap around. It'd be smart to peek at whatever's happening on stage too. Okay, check the Verne store first.
宇宙計画関係のイベントをやっているみたいだね。
Oh, that.
天文学を収める身としては少し感慨深いかな。なんだか宇宙が身近になった気がして。
宇宙計画の功績の一つでしょうか。
行くぞ。
参ります。どうするの？またよろしくね。
We might as well check out the observation deck.
や、何を買うんだい？また来てくれよな。
展望台の高さは215アージュ。首都イーリスの全域を見渡すことができます。この天空からの眺めをどうぞ心ゆくまでお楽しみくださいませ。
Okay, let's see. Is there even really anything to do up here? There's nothing really to do, so it's like, what's the point? Oh, that? Oh no, yeah, this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because there were 8 Genesis, right? Is it actually supposed to be a part of this, or am I just making things up? I could be completely wrong. It's like, that's not what it's supposed to be. Oh, okay, only upper control. Alright, we'll leave. Didn't seem like there was really much to do here. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, of course there's another quest. Security form recommending I invest in particular space company. Said for sure was gonna take off, so went all in since I got nothing but radio songs. Oh, scam, okay. The space business? I'm starting to see a trend here. Yeah, not picking up much of a scent here, but that's fine. Suppose there's no harm in keeping this one in mind. Starting the cinema, huh? Feels like it's been forever since I last came here. Sacred Journey. The tale of a wild nun and a young boy journeying through the wilderness. Well, would you look at that? Judith's the lead role. Such a brainless klutz all the time, I forget she's a famous superstar. Hey, come on, Aaron, that's mean. Even if it is somewhat true. I'm curious about this Detective Scoy movie too. Well, we're feeling for a movie, we can go ahead and see one during our break. Probably won't have time to catch both of them though, unfortunately. They both sound so intriguing I can't decide which I want to see more. Yeah, we can go ahead and see a movie. Alright, let's watch the detective movie. I'll invite Agnes because she said she really wanted to see it. Who else would be good? Oh, I could bring Burgard to one. Let's bring Quattro along. Let's see what this movie's got. Discovered. A detective renowned the continent over had solved more than 10 cases in the span of just a few days. Naturally, he made it clear that such labors had left him quite tired, so his young assistant Wilson recommended he take a pleasure trip. Oh, I see, like Watson. The idea was to take a long leisurely tour across the western half of the continent aboard luxury train and transcontinental railroad. I see where this is going. Scoria was quite taken with the idea, immediately reserving tickets for himself and his assistant. Before they knew it, they were on their way. However, their luck, or rather lack thereof, would have it, murder was afoot in one of the train's many cabins. Scoria and Wilson, along with 10 or so others in the same train car, found themselves among the potential suspects. As testimonies and evidence piled up, the case became even more inscrutable. But in the end, it was only a minor clue, easily overlooked by a lesser detective, that would lead Scoria to the truth.
以上です。皆さん、つまらない推理にお付き合いいただいてありがとう。
すごい。まさか時刻表にそんなトリックが隠されていたなんて。
でもよ、結局犯人は分からずじまいじゃねえか。
もう何も信じられない。誰よ、一体誰が夫を殺したの？
落ち着いてください、マダム。私の話はまだ終わっていません。確かに被害者のグレグソンさんは裏であまりに多くの恨みを買いすぎていた。ですがこの殺人は隠れ蓑に過ぎないのです。裏で起きたもう一つの殺人事件を隠すためのね。
もう一つの殺人事件？
乗客の行動を極めて巧みに操り、この状況を作り上げた人物がいるのです。そして私の推理の流れをも誘導し、今まさに誤った結論に着地させようとしている。そうだね、ウィルソン君。
どうしちゃったんですか、先生。いきなり何を言い出して。
白を切るつもりかね。君がその気ならば仕方がない。今こそ語るとしよう。私にとっては最も辛く残酷な真実をね。
What, that he's not the real one? No, come on! You gotta get me to the most important point! What, was Wilson already dead the whole time and it was someone impersonating him? I didn't really consider it before, but I guess detective work like that is more or less part of your job as a Spriggan fan. So what would you do if you encountered a locked room murder on a train? Well, even if it wasn't given to me as a 4SPG, I couldn't just ignore it if I was there. Suppose I try to sniff around in my own way, see what clues pop out to me. Why do you ask? I was just thinking about what I would do in that scenario as your assistant. The assistant in the movie turned out to be the killer going after Skoyrit, though. Ah, yes, so I was right. That is what happened. Well, good thing for me that I don't have to worry about any of you guys trying to stab me in the back like that. For now. I mean, to be fair, Noelle went against Lloyd and the gang after the position that Crossbow was in. But, I mean, that was also kind of reasonable in her case. I mean, to be fair, Rufus had betrayed us over and over again, so... But that's pretty obvious, considering his character. So it's like, at any point, people can betray us. So the craziest betrayal was Joshua's, because it wasn't even an intentional betrayal. That will still always be one of the craziest plot twists ever. There was like a whole sleeper agent, and none the wiser. Anyway, back to your question. Your insight and bravery would be a huge help in a case like that. I bet I'd still be leaning on you, even if the same thing had happened in the movie happened in real life. And that makes me happy. Although this part-time job of mine often requires some serious detective work, there's no way I could just ignore a case like that either. The seeing it played out on screen got me thinking what I'd do in their shoes. At first I thought the solution behind the locker room murder was well done. But now, maybe this is just me overthinking it. I'm hung up on the scientific possibility of the whole thing. It's not completely outside the realm of possibility, but I cannot but feel the conditions required for it would be difficult to replicate in real life. Oh yeah, makes sense that little details like that jump out at science-minded folks like you. Plausibility aside, I always thought the way the detective arrived at his deduction for the locker room part was a little contrived. Don't get me wrong though, I still thought the movie was pretty fun and entertaining. So I kinda worry I'm taking the fun out of it when I start overthinking and picking apart little details. I mean, at least Quache wasn't bringing it up through the course of the movie. You hate those kinds of people, you know? Like, it's one thing when I'm playing a game, because it's like, I can take pauses for it, but it's like, when people do that like in the middle of the movie, it can kinda suck sometimes. Nah, putting a movie under the microscope like that can be fun in its own way. You wouldn't do that for someone that didn't grab you, right? You know what? You're right. I'm glad you understand, Van. Looks like they're selling commemorative brochures. Yeah, I remember. I gotta try to collect them all. Cool. So yeah, we can't watch a second movie, right? Okay. Then I have to try to come in the evening to check out the other one. Oh, was there always the stairs down there? Sunny blouse. Yellow pumps. Where's this lead? Why even have that? You know what? Now I would get bummer. Alright, let's go downstairs.
Yosh.
Who's this? Thank you so much for agreeing to this impromptu interview. For the headline, I'm thinking LeBro's very own Supermate, a deep dive into Lila's success in uncharted waters at Calvert. It's always good to see Lila again. Closest we're having to Mayor Mabel come back. Heck yeah. I'll make sure this is a front page piece guaranteed. Oh, by the way, do you mind if I take some photos of the store's interior too? Hello, Lila. Looks like somebody's keeping busy. Any change of wardrobe too, even. If I'm remembering right, you wore a more casual maid getup back at the RMS Academy Festival. It's been quite some time since I've donned a vintage-style dress like that. The reporter came all the way from my home country of Liberal to cover the space program. As such, when she offered to interview me, I dusted this off to wear during it, as well as my upcoming business trip. I knew you used to be an actual maid, but damn, who do you rock to fit this hard? Compared to my uniform, seen down a true professional, is a night and day difference. It totally puts the dress for the job. I feel much the same way. So rewinding a bit, you mentioned a business trip? Yes. A while ago, a connection of mine reached out to me over a particular matter. Starting tomorrow, I'll be away from Edith for a few days to attend to it. Really? That's a bit sudden. Interesting timing. Wonder what that matter and who the connection would be. I'd have to guess Ren, because I guess she's going to Liberal. I apologize for any inconveniences this may cause. Rest assured the store will be in good hands during my absence. We hope to still have your continued patronage. Yeah, of course. Ah, does that mean Lion's not gonna be a part of this? Kinda sucks, but whatever. Seeing the good old art sale again. Can't wait to see it in like the full 3D model in Heroes in the Sky 2nd remake. That's gonna be awesome. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't heal? I thought I healed back already. Damn. Oh no, right, because we had a second fight. Right, I forgot. We fought against the Delore family. Why did I forget that that was a separate thing? Moonlight bracelet. Might as well get it for speed of movement. Before we deal with the quest, I'll actually, maybe I'll do the quest first. Let's just deal with the quest real quick since I have time. Are you the Johannes that posted the Forest BG? Does that mean you're the Spriggan? I'm so glad the rumors were true. You finally have some hope. You said something about getting caught up in an investment scam. By the way, I will say, these whole like scams and businesses thing, at least it kind of makes sense here, right now. Because, look, when they do it over and over, I think was it Yakuza Kiwami 1 or 2 that had the problem where it's like, a lot of the side quests were just like, helping people with scams. I don't remember which one. But that one had way too many quests that was like that, and like, that got kind of boring fast. But here it's like, at least I'm hoping, it's only for this part because, yeah, because the whole space craze. That there'd be a lot of this going on with like all the hype. And it's kind of like everyone's on a high for it, so I at least find that interesting. Honestly, I'm not sure if Forest BG is the right fit. Well, we'll hear you out at the very least. Yeah, because like, again, you could go to the cops for this. Because they could try to deal with scams. So, he gave all your investment money to a guy who claimed to be working for a security firm. Yes. He said that Stella Tech, a business with ties to the Verne Company, was going public soon. Where do we heard Stella Tech before? Never mind. He was very enthusiastic when he recommended that I buy stock. Seeing as it was related to the space program, he told me the paperwork would be more complex than usual. Why I volunteered to act as my agent for the deposit. Then he went cold turkey on you. And to add insult to injury, you attracted a swarm of scammers. All out to suck you dry. Sounds like you were careless. Of course, it's always looking back on it. But at the time, I guess I was just caught up in the space program fervor. It ain't uncommon for these sorts of scammers to ride the wave of big events. The fact that you got more suspicious folk coming after you means they probably added you to a list of potential marks. One question. Why come to us? Why not go to the guild or the police? Yeah, if anything, I feel like the police you at least can try to. Yes, well, I really need the mirror back now. Without it, I won't be able to make ends meet. Using the police will add a whole bunch of hoops to jump through. That's why I came to you. Yeah. Debatable. I don't know. I find that a bit iffy. I mean, I get that he would need the money now, because who knows if he's like just here on vacation or something. But at the same time, it's like, even if there is like a process to this thing, I'm pretty sure the police will at least take the effort to go through with it. But again, it's a game, so whatever. Is this not the sort of case you can handle? Honestly, I don't know about the reasoning. What about you, man? Yeah, it's like, again, it's like, that doesn't really mean he shouldn't go to the police. It's true that this is more suited to the police line of work. It might be worth doing. Just considering everything falling through the cracks thanks to the space program. Indeed, it could be a chance to get a better look at the influences the space program has in the economy, both on the surface and in the shadows. Sure, why not? Alright, this ain't exactly in our wheelhouse, but we'll handle it. Really? Thank you so much. You said the company they wanted you to invest in was Stellatech, right? Makes you wonder if the company even exists, huh? I have heard the name before. I think it's even related to the Verne company, too. But I never heard anything about them looking for investors. If even Quadre hasn't heard of it, then the whole thing might really be a big load of horse shit. Space tech, right? They say exactly which part the company was in charge of? Yeah, the satellite that was launched the other day. I was told they have a patent related to its core technology. Since they expect more space projects in the future, they decided to go public during Project Startaker to enjoy explosive stock prices. A patent for satellite technology? Marduk is the one that holds the patents for the satellite used in Project Startaker. Not that some of the parts and observation equipment didn't come from the Verne company and affiliates. Regardless of whether or not they're looking for investors, the company itself does exist. Which means we ought to be careful when looking into things so as not to disrupt their business. Then we need to determine exactly what's a lie and what's not in terms of the technology, the patent, and the investment opportunity. Then maybe we should start here and try them all. We should be able to learn more about Stellatech at the Verne store. There is Valis Investment Bank as well. They should be able to give us insight on not only Stellatech trading, but even more information on Marduk. Right, let's start with that. If it really is a scheme, then we'll deal with it in the usual way after that. They're both right over there, so let's start asking questions. You're not wasting any time. Thank you, truly. Hopefully your search will be fruitful.
任務開始ですね。
Okay, back upstairs I go. Stellatech. Yes. It appears there are rumors going around that Stellatech is going public. But you haven't heard anything about that at Verne, have you? No, not at all. Stellatech was established by Verne in conjunction with the space program when they consolidated assets from different sectors. The company is really a focus group team, or focus project team, so I find it hard to imagine them going public on their own. It's probably worth pointing out that since they're involved in the space program, the establishment has probably been kept under wraps. Yes, it was privately set up to efficiently develop technology for the program. There's no way they would be advertising in order to solicit investments. That said, their name has been mentioned by the Verne Group in their public-facing materials, among other places. Yeah, we did see him listed on Verne's website. But it was nothing more than that. Didn't stand out in the least. Which means they're not widely known. Compared to the more famous corporations, it's hard to get a beat on them. Since Verne's got them on their side, people are more likely to feel like they can trust it. Ah, I see. So it's like, it kinda feels legit, but it really isn't. And that's what the culprit's banking on, huh? Still, it only takes a little bit of digging to realize the inconsistencies. I don't get the sense that the culprit is overly familiar with either Stellatech or the space program. Yep, seems like they're cozy entirely on name recognition and hype. Is it true that the company holds patents related to the satellite's core technology? No, Marduk is the one that's taking the lead when it comes to the development of the satellites. It's true that the Verne company provided some of the auxiliary hardware and raw materials, but they wouldn't have patents on anything that could be considered core technology. Yeah, just like Rosette said, so it backs that up. As it happens, Stellatech developed a special heat-resistant material used to protect satellite parts. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. I've heard that temperatures in space can change by over 200 degrees between day and night. Right. That's somewhat accurate. Heat resistance is probably indispensable. Well, we learned what we need to about Celatec's position with the Verne Company. I know you're busy, but thanks for taking the time to talk to us. It's my pleasure. Given the current situation lends itself to a variety of troubles, I completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, because I mean, it does kind of involve it in some way. I'm happy to do a bit of assistance. Alright, so now we gotta check the bank. I forgot there's a bank here. Nah, I'm good with that. We'll just talk.
ちょっと失礼します。
Don't need to buy everything. You want to know about Stelatec? Yeah, we got reason to believe someone might be using their name without permission. We wanted to learn more detailed information about the company to be sure. We would appreciate anything you could tell us about the investment in stock trends. It would be most useful if you could also confirm their possible involvement with Marduk's satellite technology. Firstly, Stelatec has not taken their stock public, and there are no plans to do so at this time. They were originally established by the Verne Company internally to handle development of specific technologies. We heard the same thing at the Verne store. They said it was basically just a product's development team. That's because it was established to meet the demands of Project Startaker. The company is heavily subsidized by the government, in addition to being financed by the Verne Company. In other words, there's no need for them to solicit investments through stocks at this time. I see. Using their name for a money-making scheme doesn't really make sense. And what about the satellite technology? At the very least, I can confirm that they don't hold any patents for the satellite systems. They did, however, develop a material used in the satellite in cooperation with Marduk. That'll be the heat-resistant material we heard about. I heard that Verne Company has also been developing observation technology, in addition to equipment for the rocket. However, the overall satellite framework has been outsourced to and fully developed by Marduk. It's completely different than the story Johannes was told. Yep, we've heard plenty. Sorry for all the questions. That's quite alright. It was a request by Miss Twinings, after all. So basically, it was just somebody who didn't really know much about it, but just thought, just with the hype and the fact that they were on the website is enough to lead people astray. Okay, we gathered enough info. Yes, the investment opportunity was a complete fabrication. It'd be best if we could catch the scammers now, if only to protect the good name of Stelatec. Gotta say, there's way more holes in their sales pitch than I thought. Exactly. The scammer clearly knew next to nothing about Stelatec. The name may as well have been pulled out of a hat. Like Van said, it's probably because next to nobody knows about it. There's a wave of space program hype. Yeah. Because again, that's the thing. It's like, it's not so much that it's like you needed to know so much about it. It's just that it was good because they're connected to Verne, but it's a small, very small branch of Verne, or lesser known, that people wouldn't be privy to as many details about it. And just having the stamp of being a part of Verne is enough. So you think the culprit doesn't know what he's talking about either? Seems that way. And now that he's got our client added to his list of marks, he's told other solicitors. My guess is he's the type to work across a wide and shallow pool. For a swindle like this, he's not likely to do a lot of research. And asking technical questions is sure to trip them up eventually. Someone from a real brokerage would at least know about an industry's inner workings. Yeah, we can get them to make a mistake, but without sufficient proof. Seems like meeting up with them might actually be the quickest way to go. Let's get their contact info from the client. I see. You're interested in space-related investments. I must say, you certainly got a keen eye for opportunity. Stelatec in particular is certain to see its stock prices surge in the future, thanks to being contracted to develop the satellite. I thought that might be the case, but I heard that with the announcement of the space program, buying stocks right now might have extra complications. Well, you can just leave that to me. Simply send us the mirror and we'll make sure everything goes smoothly. Perfect. I'd love to hear the details. How about we meet up in the Center Marsh's rest area to discuss everything? I'll prepare all the necessary documentation and contracts. We can get everything taken care of right away. Great. I'll head over now. Sounds like he fell for it. Now all we gotta do is push until he slips up. Sorry to the meeting spot.
Oh.
Wait, what did he say? Oh, he said Center Marsh, didn't he? Son of a bitch. Okay, we might only have enough time to do the quest. We'll have to do the bonding events next stream. Oh, I think I know where we're gonna meet up. Up here, right? I remember we were here in the second game. Okay, yeah, let me save before we continue. Excuse me, we spoke about the investment opportunity? That voice must be the gentleman I was talking to on the phone. I've been waiting for you. Shall we get started? So, you see, Stellatech is poised to be the pioneer in innovation. In consideration of this, our firm has decided to elicit investments for this up-and-coming company. As a part of our services, we'll even handle all the transactions and such on your behalf. Just like the client said, the way he's talking, there are probably other victims out there. It's about time we made our move. Here goes nothing. Oh wait, am I gonna have to figure out when to point stuff out? Shit. You don't mind if I ask a few questions, do you? Not at all. Please, ask whatever you'd like. Now then, how do I use the information we got to make him expose himself as a fraud? Maybe I'll ask about... released in order to go public? Let's ask about the relation to rocket development. Is this company involved in rocket development? No, they specialize in satellite-related technology. The rocket itself was researched by the Institute of Science and constructed by the Aerospace Force, so he at least knows that much. If they're going public, then Stellatech must have shown off some kind of tech. Could you tell me more about what they're making? Oh, I see. To know if he knows about the heat-resistant stuff. Yes, certainly. Of course, we're very aware. It's the satellites. But there are many different parts, such as frame construction, reaction thermal or reaction control systems, communication devices, and so on. I happen to know the frame in particular is being made by the Marduk company. So which part of satellite's technology was developed by Stellatech in particular? It was, let me see. Yes, the main engine. Prometheus 4 doesn't have a main engine. It only has a reaction control device. Final orbit is achieved via an apogee kick motor connected to the fairing. To the best of my knowledge, Stellatech was working on something related to insulation. Yes, that's right. It was for insulation, to protect the satellite from the heat of the rocket's propulsion. No, the fairing is what's protecting the satellite from the heat of the rocket and the atmospheric friction. Stellatech was working on a cover to guard the precision equipment against the variable temperature in space. This industry's got everyone's eyes on it. So how can you not know about technology that's been made public? My apologies. It's just that there's so much technical information and I got a little confused. May I ask a question as well? Please do. Timing of going public, the need, maybe the timing. Just when is Stellatech going public? We believe it will be sometime this month. Then shouldn't there have been a heads up at the beginning of the fiscal year? The timing is suspiciously close to Startaker's announcement. I can't help but feel it's a little too early considering they were involved in a national secret security project. They may have been considering it in anticipation of the public unveiling of Project Startaker. But at that stage, the initial satellite wouldn't even be launched. They wouldn't have been able to prove themselves. But even now, no one knows how the schedule might fluctuate. Just yesterday, the second launch was moved up. And there seems to be only more undisclosed information about the project. Can they really go public at a time like this? Right, because if they go public about it, then everyone connected to the project has to. But that wouldn't make sense considering they didn't do that before. It seems to me that they would wait until the project is completed and they've already proven themselves before looking to the future. But unfortunately, I don't actually work for Stellatech. It appears to me that you doubt this investment opportunity, in which case perhaps this business venture simply isn't for you. Why are you in such a hurry to leave? We're not finished yet. We actually have a few more questions we need to ask, such as what their relationship is with Marduk and so on. You know, I don't think we even asked the name of your brokerage firm yet. You can tell us that much, can't you? It's Q Securities. Gotcha. Then we'll just ask you to accompany the rest of our questions directly. Hold on a sec. Why is it we're getting no hits for any brokerage with that name? You busted, buddy. You damn swindler. You really wanted to fool us? Then you should have done your research. So this is how it ends, huh? Now, we wouldn't mind just turning you into the police, but we were actually asked to get back the Mira. So why don't we make a deal? Instead of us selling you to people who are a lot scarier than the police, you just return the Mira you took from Johannes. Just what do you intend to do with me? Which of my connections should I use to scare him? Marduk, the CID. I feel like Marduk because there'd be a lot of backing. Like, if it's a CID, it's one thing, but it's like, I think with Marduk, there'd be a lot more. Especially if we're connected to the big guns. What you're doing is kind of interfering with both the Verna Company and Marduk. And from what I hear, Marduk's been collecting criminals as part of the Danger Management Initiative. Oh, that's right, yes. When we captured people of the Delore family and such, we said we would turn them over to Marduk and they'd be part of their, like, weapons testing or combat testing? Right. Who knows what kinds of experiments they're carrying out? Some bluff. There's no way someone like you was in touch with Pardon the late introduction, but I work as a concierge for the Marduk Company. If I make the arrangements, there will be no trouble taking you into custody and finding an appropriate use for you. What? Yeah, because that's the thing. The CID, we don't have Renee with us at the moment. Like, technically Agnes has the connection, but would they answer? Alright, fine. I'll return the mirror I took, so please just turn me over to the police. You got yourself a deal. The group then watches the scammer took the mirror from his account and passed it over to Van. Once that was done, they immediately handed him over to the police. Oh, maybe I would have gotten two if I got a Quattrace thing the first time, but whatever. I'll take what I can get. I simply cannot thank you enough. Hard to believe you were able to get all my money back from me. If we couldn't do that much, nobody bothered coming to us instead of the police or guild. We taken brief notes about Stella attacking the scam artists and provided them to you. Hope they'll be of help. Yeah, just trying to do something this careless again, alright? Getting your name passed around by scammers as an easy mark is just lame. You're gonna invest, and make sure you do your due diligence. And don't be so quick to believe the promises of strangers. Keep that in mind and things will get better for you. You got me there. Well, take this lesson to heart and make sure you keep your wits about you. Especially during booms like these. I will. Definitely learn my lesson. Well, now that I got my mirror back, I should deposit it as soon as I can. Thanks again. So we never learned why exactly he couldn't go to others. Or what he needed the money for. It's a good thing we managed to solve this. But it's just a regular old scam. Indeed. The man was the kind to pull a whole wide variety of grifts without taking the time to do research. It does not appear to have anything to do with the current situation. That said, it's nice that we were able to confirm what Marduk and the Verna Company are both related to the project, and that there's no room for outsiders to weasel their way into the tech development. Could be used for information when it comes to future space program related problems. Which means it wasn't all for nothing. Let's get back to it. Oh, okay, so it was chaos because of Marduk. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense because, again, CID is just like a tougher version of the police. Alright, we'll check this one, then we'll be done. Attention all Trine Mall visitors. We thank you for your patience. Our Space Talk Show, sponsored by Project Startaker, will begin momentarily. In it, we'll be delving into the hot-button topic of the space program in a fun, digestible way. Allow me to introduce our two lovely hosts and ambassadors of Project Startaker. The up-and-coming hit idol doer Vega. Give him a hand, folks. I'm Rachel from Vega. We'll make this a day you'll never forget. And I'm Yulia. I'm so glad you all can make it. Before we begin the show, we'll be performing one of our most popular numbers. That's something. Damn, people are getting really pumped up over this, huh? Feels like idols have been really getting traction lately. This particular duo quickly rose to fame after being selected as the space program's ambassadors. That said, they weren't the original choices. You've got to be kidding me. There should be us up there. Looks like there's more to this than meets the eye.
おやバン君たち
Oh. Wait, then how come the people got changed? Maybe for popularity? What the? Wait, that's Prince Sharid and the CID too. What the hell is he even doing here? His bodyguard must be worried sick. Knowing that he's just out and about, even if the CID's with him. But hey, Kilika, it's been since Trails in the
奇
Sky.
遇だね。こんなところで君たちと会えるとは。これもアルーシャの導きか。
そして私たちの縁の賜物でしょう。
Yeah, I get that a lot. So what's the Crown Prince of Elsium doing with the CID's Flying Swallow? Let me guess, conducting a sneak peek at the space program? Where do you usually bodyguard go?
彼女には今、妹の外遊中の護衛についてもらっていてね。
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I don't really have that much security detail.
今回は代わりに、そちらの少尉殿が周辺の警戒を万全にしてくれている。
Right. Okay.
恐縮です。突然アイドルのショーを見に行くと言われて、正直頭を抱えましたが、これだけ開けた場所で人払いもせずにだなんて。
ライブ感を大事にしていてね。暗殺や狙撃といった心配もそこまでないだろう。大陸中の注目がグラムハート閣下と宇宙計画に集まっている今の状況ならね。
You might be right about that. I take it the CID's been stretched then. Oh, my bad. I'm just checking something on my phone. Seems like you're being pushed into funneling all your focus into the space program, internal factions aside.
ご明察。特に私は閣下の頼みを断りにくい立場であるのもあってね。
Oh. She must be referring to the coup of 3 months ago that never came to be. Right. In that respect, it's only a matter of time before every member of the CID is roped into the project. Speaking personally, to call it quite the blow to my pride would be an understatement. Wait, let me see if I understood this right. Ah, okay, yeah. So they have that to hold over. So basically, you're taking the chance to squeeze in a little information exchange with the people on the outside before that happens. I'm still not past how weird it is seeing a top-run government big shot reduced to a pawn on the chessboard. Seriously. Although Assam is complying with their request to restrict flights south of the Ishkal Mountains, a line in the sand was clearly been drawn. Once again, I find myself struck with awe over President Gramhart's prowess and unyielding passion for this project, in more ways than one. There's no need for you to feel guilty on our account. Moreover, regardless of my station, I will always strive to give everything my best and fullest efforts. Doing so aligns with his principles as well. Right. That's something that I refuse to compromise as well. Regarding the unrealized coup, I'm committed to doing whatever I can to not only atone for the mistakes I made there, but grow from them. Wow, good on you. Yeesh, certain someone else I know would probably say the same in your shoes. You CID bunch sure are cut in the same cloth. Anyway, I'm going to keep working together where it makes sense if you are. I can make no guarantees. So long as our interests continue to align, I'd be happy to do so. Same applies for us of Elsium. I don't doubt we can work together. Oh my. This is positively electric energy. The rock concert I saw with Vam before was exhilarating. For certain. This is beyond compare. You'll excuse me, I feel a sudden inclination to make up for lost fun for back then. Wait, Your Highness. Really would advise against mingling with the crowd. Then why not accompany me if it perturbs you so? Come, let us partake in this glow stick dancing I've heard so much about. I'll admit, I don't entirely envy the second lieutenant right now. Feels like he's loosened up a bit recently. Guy resembles the debaucherous prince more every time I see him. Indeed, though whether that's a good or bad thing is up for debate. Huh? Ziphical? Isn't that the guild's number? Arkride, I'm glad I was able to get a hold of you. Oh, it's the guild receptionist guy. Not often I get a call from you. What's up? Something happened? Yes, actually. A pressing matter has arisen and Zin and Fee are no longer here to deal with it. To sum it up, while I was on the phone with Alvis and Regina a moment ago, something concerning happened. Concerning how? Oh yeah, weren't they on their way to the city outskirts? Yes, they were traveling to areas surrounded by the capital in search of monsters to do away with. One moment I was talking with Alvis as they had crossed off the last place on their list, and the next, the call suddenly dropped. I then tried to reach Regina's number, but to no avail. Gotcha. I'm guessing pulling Zin and Clazel away from whatever they're doing is off the table. You would be correct. They're both tied up at the moment, unfortunately. Be that as it may, it sounds as though you may be caught up in your own work, and I will surely be back in time, so not so fast. You actually called it a good time. We just hit a good stopping point. We'll do this for you. Fair warning, my rates aren't cheap, in case you didn't remember. Oh, I haven't forgotten. Worry not. You have not only my gratitude, but a reward fit for a king, so to speak. As I recall, they were near the western outskirts of the capital, where the highway meets the Levre River. I bid you good luck. I really hope Alvis and Regina are okay. Normally I wouldn't stress since they're pretty tough, but yeah. So we're going by car, right? Yep. Once we're ready, we'll hop in my pickup and head over to the western outskirts. Western outskirts have been added to the travel map. Oh, okay. Good. So I can still do the connect events if I want to. Okay, yeah, because I gotta give the gifts and then, Oh, right. I haven't done this yet. I guess we'll have to do that next time. Because I gotta get ready because I gotta go to work later. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream for today. Alright, so just back to business as usual with Van and crew. Again, if we just have that one to do, which they said we have a couple places to check, which I'll check those later. And then after that, what was it? We'll do the connect events real quick, and then we'll just do a main story, hopefully. So I'll see if maybe I can stream this tomorrow, just because, again, this is just a bit of extra stuff and then main story stuff, and then we can try continuing it on Saturday. So yeah, I think that'll be the plan. And like I said, we will do Wuthering Waves later today, so keep an eye out for that. But anyway, let me give a huge shout out to Reen UEF and Yuki19 for both showing up to the stream. Great chatting with both of you. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but are not already following the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel, post on the VOD, subscribe as well. Join Discord. If you guys not ready, thanks to all those around the channel. But this has been Xander's Rise, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.